What's up? I'm Meg.
I'm Law.
And we're somebody's unhinged sister. It's October 1st, and we have another guest.
Back
This
with
is
another guest.
Laura Murphy, who's our tattoo artist. Call it one of them. We have two. But she's our spooky little girl. She has a story for you guys. It's going to creep you out, so trigger warning. But before we get started, we would like to say that our hearts and thoughts are with all of those that were affected by the hurricane this past week. It is enough to keep you off of social media because the videos are devastating. So if you're able to donate supplies or money or anything, please find somewhere to do that because it's awful. So we are thinking about all of you, and we hate to see it. Our thoughts are with you. Okay, now let's get into scary stuff. Laura. But before we do that,
Megan.
hey, I have questions for you.
For me?
Before we get into your story, obviously, yes. Okay.
Questions.
First of all, before we get into ghost stuff, I found something that's scarier than ghost. Like 1,000% scarier than anything that we're ever going to talk about on this podcast ever.
Well, let's hear it.
People who walk through parking lots in the rain with sandals on. Have you ever in your life?
I've done that several times, I'm
sick.
sure.
What are you even saying to me right now?
Yeah, I mean, if you're in flip-flops and you're out in the raindrops, what are you going to do?
You don't get out of the car.
You just sit in the car.
I literally left here, or no, it was before last recording. I had to go to Food Line, and I got out of the car, and it's like ankle deep water in spots, and there are people just casually walking through it in sandals, and I was like, that's sick.
And then just wash your feet when you get home.
But
again.
it's parking lot water. I can't. It made me sweat. It's making me sweat now thinking about it.
Would you walk in sandals in the cow pasture in the rain?
I walk barefooted in a cow pasture in the rain.
So you can hang out with cow pies, but not the parking lot water.
No, that's disgusting.
Right.
Yep.
Valid. Very valid.
I just needed to put that out there.
Valid.
Okay. I have just a few questions for people to get to know you.
All right.
All right. How long have you been tattooing?
Too long.
Too long. That's not a thing.
I think, where are we at now?
I don't know. So long.
8, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. All right. 17 years. 17 years.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
And yes, I
Yeah.
just counted on my fingers.
You did.
If you're
I have to
listening.
count on my fingers.
I had this
to.
conversation with Dad the other day about counting on fingers. Like, it's the only way I know how to count.
Yeah, I
if
can't
I don't
count
have a
if I don't.
calculator, it's
Yeah.
going to be my fingers.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I'm very for still using the fingers.
I have to do
count
that. I'm not a mathematician, okay? I'm an
Yeah.
artist.
on. So 17 years.
That's wild. Okay. If you can tell us, and if you can't, we understand. Worst tattoo experience.
Doing a tattoo or getting a tattoo?
Hit us with both.
Hit you with both. All right. Well, doing a tattoo.
If you can tell us, don't get in trouble.
I mean, any kind of genitalia tattoos are kind of weird.
God.
You've done those?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Big time.
Oh, yeah.
Anywhere and everywhere.
Big time.
I play
That's what she said.
a fun game at the shop sometimes when
Oh,
these
no.
conversations come up, and
What
it's
do you
like try
do?
to guess where I haven't tattooed someone.
A butthole.
Done it.
Labia.
Done it.
How's that feel?
I don't know how it feels. I personally have not experienced this
What
myself.
haven't you tattooed? There's nothing, I feel like.
An eyeball?
And that is the only thing that I have never tattooed.
Oh, you've tattooed like a ball sack.
Oh, yes.
Ooh, I feel like that material is such an odd tattoo. Like,
material.
yeah, like, how do you tattoo that?
It's kind of like a squishy elbow,
Yeah.
which is kind of hilarious considering I just tattooed Law's husband's elbow.
Yeah.
not long ago.
Well, hey, elbows are like balls. You heard it here first.
Squishy elbows. It has to be squishy elbows.
Oh, also, she tattoos at Frozen Pines in Gibsonville, North Carolina.
I sure do.
I forgot to shout that out. Okay, so worst, any kind of genitalia. Yeah, obviously, that's, ugh.
Well, it's just the leading up to the tattooing because I think I'm awkwardly professional about it, and it makes people feel weird.
Like uncomfortable.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
they're like, I thought you would laugh at this. And I'm like, no, where do you want your tattoo? Let's
I'm
get it
gonna.
done.
I'm
Yeah, would they
gonna
rather you
laugh
be
after.
unprofessional
Yeah,
about it?
no, I'm gonna
Like-
laugh after you leave, bro. I'm not gonna laugh now. I gotta get paid first.
Yeah, like, did you see that dude's balls? Like,
Ew, that's so gross. I don't. If I was a dude, which I'm not, I feel like I'd probably have a ball tattoo.
You would definitely
Just
have a
one.
penis tattoo.
Yeah, just
A
one.
ball.
I just would want one ball tattooed.
Yeah, it would be a lightning bolt.
Probably, yeah. Oh, On the penis?
Yes.
That's pretty smart.
Yeah.
I love that.
Ride
Have you
the
done
lightning.
that? Have you? Yes. Have you done that?
Maybe.
You have. Okay. What's your worst tattoo getting experience?
Getting tattooed experience? Oh, I don't know. I don't know how deep we want to get into this hole.
I mean, just surface if you want.
Well, getting tattooed, I wouldn't say I have like a super awful one in the sense of like an experience while getting tattooed, other than like pigs in the beginning of my career.
I'm
like
sure.
Gross.
Yeah.
People. But the definite worst tattoo I've ever gotten in my life was my inner thigh. Don't do it. I don't recommend it.
Yeah. When Tony got
don't do
that
it.
big one on hers, I know that hurt. It
Yeah.
has to. It has to hurt. I mean, I'm probably gonna do it.
Yeah. I threatened my artist with physical violence. It was a
Yeah,
whole
but
thing.
we talked about this the other day. I'm all for the numbing cream. Why would you not use the numbing? Which I guess they didn't have that then, did they?
Well,
They might have,
no.
but yeah. I'm just not that tough anymore. So, okay.
I don't have a problem with it. I'm not one of those where
mm.
you have to earn it.
You're a baby.
You know,
No,
like
I'm not. I'm smart.
everyone has their
I'm old and smart. So,
yeah. Well, everyone has their preferences. So you
Oh.
know, if an artist prefers you not to use it, you know, I'm not gonna hate, but I don't care either way. If you want to use it, use it.
No.
Just use it right. If you're gonna use
I feel well, yeah. I mean, read the directions.
it, exactly.
I feel like I'm gonna use it on my legs. I just already know. So there's that.
Well, I'll believe that you're getting your legs tattooed when you show up.
I have one.
It has begun.
Yeah,
You do.
I started
Your
it.
small one.
That was
You're
literally.
unhinged on your hinge.
Yeah, she did that actually. This was one of the. I've only had this a few times when I started my sleeves, and this one was the next morning. Like, oh no,
That's
Yeah.
there.
I did that.
I did
Yeah.
it. It's there. Yeah, that was, and that hasn't happened since I started my sleeves. Because like the first initial like sleeve tattoo, I was like, ooh, what's happening?
I have something on my
Yep,
arm.
and now
Never
I'm
getting rid of
completely
that.
covered. Yeah. Oh yeah. Jet
know.
does not like this one.
Have you? She doesn't like that one.
No, Jax does. Jet doesn't. He tries to wash it off all the time.
Oh, well, that's rude.
But I know. Today he asked who painted my fingers though. Who painted that? And I told him that Annie and Laura painted them.
Did he like
likes those.
those?
Yeah, he likes
All right,
those. It's just the
cool.
leg one, so he's in for.
Well, how old is he now?
He'll be 3 next month.
All right. Well, you know, all I do in life is strive to please 3-year-olds. So,
Well, you better
as
get
long as
to
he
it because he
approves.
doesn't like that one.
well,
So
he'll start. He'll learn to love it.
okay, off tattoos, favorite Halloween candy, and the worst Halloween candy.
Oh, worst Halloween candy.
I don't know what you're
I
gonna say.
really don't like candy corn.
Oh my god.
Did you think I was gonna say
No, I
that?
thought you were gonna say what everyone says in Twizzlers, but I'm a Twizzler girl.
I can deal with Twizzlers.
I love a Twizz.
but I really don't like candy corn.
That's
My daughter
crazy to
loves
me.
candy
Yeah,
corn.
I love candy
Shout
corn.
out
We're gonna
Cece.
have
Woohoo!
to, oh yeah, hey girl, don't listen to the first part of this episode. We're gonna have to escort you out of the building now. For that, so.
Please
what?
leave the
No
premises.
candy corn.
Yeah, I mean, it's not.
It just tastes like corn syrup.
Yeah, I feel like I'd bite into it and my teeth hurt. Like,
I love the
feel
texture
like
of
that-
it. I think it's such
yeah.
a good texture.
What does icing makes me feel like that? Like cake icing
And
makes
see,
my teeth hurt.
And yeah, I scraped the icing off
Yeah,
cupcakes.
me too.
Cece and I, Cece's my daughter.
Yeah, we love her.
We used to be the perfect team when it came to cupcakes and cake because she would eat the icing and
You
I would
ate
eat
the
the cake.
cake.
And
Yeah.
so now she wants all of it, and that's not cool. That's rude.
Oh wow,
No,
that
pick
is
one.
really rude. Wow, wow. wow.
So
What
now
a-
here I am over
what an
here
issue to
just
have.
scraping the icing off.
When you eat a cupcake, if you were to eat the icing,
Mm.
are you a sandwich maker or are you just a bite right in?
Well, you know, until I saw that video of Anne Hathaway
Mhm.
making the sandwich of the cupcake,
Mhm.
I'd never even thought about that before.
I hadn't either.
ever.
Is that who made the video? Is
It
that
w-
who it was?
Yeah, she was on a talk show,
Huh.
and they brought out a cupcake.
And that's
and
how she ate
was
it.
like, I eat cupcakes weird. And then she rips the bottom off of this thing and
It's
makes
really
a
not
little
dumb.
whoopie pie of
Yeah.
a cupcake. So
I don't like whoopie pies.
I thought it was genius. I didn't say a whoopie pie.
I know. I'm just saying I don't like them.
I don't know if I've ever had a whoopie pie.
Aren't they kind of weird texture?
I mean, they're not my favorite either.
Yeah. Okay. I thought so. Like
They
a
have
moon pie.
banana
You like a
ones.
moon pie, don't you?
Yeah, I like moon pies.
Then you'll like a whoopie pie.
They're
Yeah,
similar?
you like a
Yeah.
whoopie
They're
pie.
they're weird. I don't like
Yeah.
them.
Have you had the banana moon pies?
I don't think so.
They're like banana flavored.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
They're
the first
weird,
one I
but you
had.
should
and they're
try it.
gross.
I don't like banana, like artificial banana.
Mhm.
I don't really like much.
No, I don't either. But I think that comes from drinking 99 bananas. You know what I mean? Like artificial watermelon, absolutely not because of brunettes. So here we are. Okay. What was, out of all of the years, your top favorite Halloween costume you've ever worn
That I've ever worn
ever?
Oh, when I went like 10 years in a row as every member of KISS ever.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Did I know this?
No.
No.
I was a teenager.
I've never even seen these. Yeah.
I'm probably younger. I think
Does
my
mom have pictures?
Probably somewhere.
Dig 'em
I
up.
think I started Gene Simmons when I was like 8 years old.
That's amazing. And that's
Wait, so
actually
each
super
year
fitting.
you wear a different one?
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
genius.
yeah,
I do
that's
Gene
also
one year.
commitment.
Yeah.
Paul the next year, Peter Chris, Ace Frehley.
That is commitment.
Yeah.
I could never.
And then I would just alternate them.
That's
And I was
amazing.
actually a member of KISS not long ago. Like a couple years ago. I did
Oh,
Paul
I was
Stanley
like,
again.
what are you talking about? No, you weren't.
I thought you meant actually, and I was like, whoa, hold on.
I am him. What are you talking about? Rock and roll all night.
Okay.
But only part of every day, not party every day. Part
Right.
of every day.
I get it.
And Cher. I was Cher one year. That was
Love her.
amazing.
Love
The
her.
kid costumes, I didn't really pick those out.
Yeah.
So they weren't my favorites. I remember one year I had a pretty like cool Dalmatian from 101 Dalmatians.
I do love the
outfit.
Dalmatians.
Yeah.
I think I was.
I think
don't
everyone's
remember
probably
which one it was.
been a Dalmatian. I feel like I
Yeah.
was as a baby.
I was a Dalmatian, and I remember my sister was Jasmine from
Mhm.
Aladdin.
Oh, absolutely.
But they only had a curly blonde wig, and she was quite upset.
Oh,
This is
yeah.
not
Isn't her hair dark?
Jasmine. Oh yeah, it's like straight and
Yeah,
black and
she
braided.
had perfect hair.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But my, no,
Not the blonde
sorry
wig.
to call you out, Jamie. I love you. My sister rocked a bowl cut most of her childhood.
Oh, fun.
So she had to have a wig, but the only wig they could
That was
find was like
blonde.
a Dolly Parton wig.
Hey,
So
she
I was
could have went
like,
as Dolly.
She could have just said she was Dolly the
Yeah.
whole time.
Oh, I
was
love
funny.
that.
The Jasmine outfit would have totally worked for Dolly.
She could have
right?
made that work. Yeah, she could have made that work.
Exactly.
Yeah, there. I feel like that could
All
have worked.
right. So yeah, the members of KISS. 100%.
Okay, Kiss. I love that. Do you have an embarrassing Halloween story or moment?
An embarrassing Halloween
Mhm.
moment. Oh yes.
Okay, go for it.
So I worked in Greensboro for a long time,
Yes, I do know that. Yes,
and
because also same.
we would dress up every year at the shop for
Mhm.
Halloween, and
Oh God,
Annie was a Power Ranger one year. The year I was Cher,
I
it
could
was
see
great.
that. Oh, I bet she made a cute Power Ranger.
Oh, she was adorable. She
Yeah.
was
Oh,
the
love
purple Power Ranger. It was great.
Oh, okay, I was gonna say pink,
Shout out to Annie, my business
but
partner,
hey,
by the way.
girl.
Hey, girl. So we were walking down Spring Garden Street because the boys, my husband's in a band, so they were playing a show at Corner Bar
Mhm.
on Spring Garden Street, Halloween show.
Mhm.
And, we're just like trotting down Spring Garden, going. Laura decides not to watch where she's going.
Oh, you about got run over at Cher.
And yes, actually.
Oh my God!
I stepped off the curb
Oh no.
into the road, about got hit by a car, fell down, ripped my pants.
Oh no.
It was a wonderful
not the
experience.
pants.
So I was like, yeah, I'm just going home now.
yeah,
Yeah.
I would have completely run.
Yeah.
over
Wait, can
her.
y'all imagine though working like in the ER on Halloween night and like the people you see like who they're dressed up as coming in and stuff? I bet that's
we
so
have
funny.
Cher coming. She
Yeah.
got hit by a car.
Yeah, we got another share.
Another Cher.
Another Cher. Here she
Oh
comes.
God, that's funny. Oh Lord, that is funny. I'm glad you didn't get hit by a car.
I did not get hit by a car. I
And
almost got
also-
hit by a car.
We love you, Annie. You're gonna be on here too. We're gonna have y'all both on here to talk all things tattoos eventually.
Yeah, we're excited about
Um,
it. Can't wait.
All right, let's get into some scary stuff.
Wait, let's do
Oh,
while we're on Halloween.
yes,
let's
go
do
for
some
it.
fun. Would you rather Halloween edition?
Oh, I love this. I'm so excited.
Okay, would you rather go trick or treat or hand out candy?
Trick or treating.
Trick or treat.
Yeah, I
Obviously.
agree.
I want to get candy. I don't want to give it.
Right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So much more fun. Okay, would you rather be able to fly on a broomstick or turn into a bat?
I want to be a bat.
Okay. I think a broomstick would be fun because you could wear your witch costume while you did it.
I can wear my witch costume and turn into a bat.
That doesn't make sense.
And then when I come back into human form, I'm still in my witch costume.
I'm going broomstick.
I'd
I'm
go
going
bat.
bat.
I think it'd be so cool to turn into a bat.
I'm going broomstick.
How would we talk to each other? Would we eep or would we like?
No, y'all don't make
Screech?
sounds, do you?
Yeah, bats make sounds.
Thought you used your ears or something. Your
Echolocation.
echolocation.
Yeah,
I thought
but
it was
they
quiet.
have to make a sound
I thought it was
in
quiet.
order to
Is
hear
it not
come
quiet?
back. No,
Oh.
it's. I'm not gonna try to
Do it.
What a
Can you
bat.
show me what a bat does?
I'm not sure I can, but it's something like.
Oh, okay.
And then the signal's just teeth.
And then it hits something and it comes right back, and then they're like, "Oh, that's a mosquito,"
I've
and I'm
never
gonna eat it.
heard my bats at my house make sounds.
You're not listening hard enough.
Well,
We have a bat at our house. Cece named it Butters.
Butters.
That's
and
adorable.
It's
Yeah, it's a
probably
cute
a
bat
different
name.
bat.
We don't
every
know,
year,
Yeah.
but
we don't
it's the
tell
same
her
bat.
Oh, yeah.
that it's the same bat.
And yeah, we hear it make noise all the
Oh,
time.
mine don't make noise.
It's out there cheap chirping, and
What if mine are nonverbal?
Cheaping and eeping away. Nonverbal.
maybe they're special bats.
Well, at my house, that's fitting
Oh,
with
that's
all the
funny.
animals I have. Okay,
Okay, would you rather have a pumpkin for a head or apples for feet?
pumpkin for a
Pumpkin head.
head.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
change your face.
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
it'd be so fun to have a pumpkin head too. Okay, would you rather have a witch's green skin or werewolf fur?
Ooh, skin. I'm not gonna be hairy.
Yeah, I'm gonna go skin as well.
I think I'd go fur because you
Would
could like
you?
groom it and stuff, put cute
Ew.
little like bows in it.
That's no.
Well, she's also does hair.
That's
for me.
true. I don't even brush the hair that I have as a human.
What,
So
what,
absolutely not.
Lola? What are we referring to? Are you a hairdresser, hairstylist, hair artist? What do you like your title to be?
I don't know. I feel like I say hair. I don't know because I say both hairdresser or hairstylist.
I don't
Okay.
say dresser. I say stylist every time I talk about it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Hairstylist.
I say both.
I don't know that I've
Hairstylist.
ever said hairdresser before.
Well,
Yeah.
she is a.
Is that a thing?
Yeah,
I think so.
hairdresser.
Yeah.
Oh, I just think of clothes.
Those are the ones that put bows in your hair.
Yeah, we dress the hair.
Oh, got you. Okay. Never thought about that ever. I always just say stylist.
Yeah.
I think
Well, it makes sense
Hairstylist.
that the hairstylist of the
would
group
want to be a werewolf.
would want fur.
You're right.
Yes.
You're right. Would you rather be? What would you be if you were something spooky? Witch, vampire, werewolf, monster, What are you?
Banshee.
Yeah.
A banshee.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd be like the Loch Ness monster or something.
Oh,
Yeah, that's a
Scottish.
cool one.
Yeah,
You know I love a
Yeti,
Scottish.
Sasquatch. Sasquatch.
Sasquatch.
Sasquatch.
I'm pretty sure that's not a thing.
Sasquatch.
I heard the other day about a local Sasquatch.
What?
Where is it at? Yeah, it's like a town, like a local town in North Carolina where like a Sasquatch lives.
What?
I can't remember all
It's
the
in my
details
house because
now,
I keep
but
smelling it.
yeah, you smell the
smell
Sasquatch.
it?
What,
The
is, what do they smell like?
They probably stink.
They're supposed to smell like musky and skunky
I could see
if
that.
they're nearby.
Yeah, to me they smell
wonder
like
if I
wet
have a
dog. Like that's what
Sasquatch.
I imagine a Sasquatch.
Yeah.
Are Bigfoot and Sasquatch same thing?
By folklore, no, but they're similar. It
what's the
depends on
difference?
what region you're in.
Does Sasquatch have smaller feet?
Maybe.
Cool.
I don't know.
I wonder what the difference is. there.
Bigfoot should have superior feet, but you know they have Bigfoot, Sasquatch, the Yeti.
But the Yeti's like cold,
They're all different things.
right?
Yeah, you
The
see, it's more
snowman
like
guy?
the abominable snowman.
Yeah, I wasn't
Yeah.
gonna attempt that word,
Yeah.
so I just said the snowman guy.
Well,
Snowman
I would
guy.
be like one of the folklore monsters, like Mothman or
Oh,
something like that.
Mothman.
I
that'd be a
have
cool one.
a Mothman onesie in my TikTok cart right now.
You do?
Yeah.
You should buy it.
I
immediately.
know. I wanted to get it before we finish October recordings. I'll have to get it this week.
Well, you could get on that little computer in your hand.
I know.
and
Just
click
order
purchase.
it right now. Get
So
it
easy to
now.
do.
It is so cute though. But my husband's gonna be like, "What is that?" Because he doesn't do all the cryptids. But
Well, he
Mothman
doesn't
is
need to know,
adorable.
we
He's
know.
Mothman's cute. We should go to the Mothman town.
Yeah, it's great.
Is it
Isn't
nearby?
Virginia?
Maybe.
I think it's Virginia or West Virginia.
Oh, not too far.
It's up in
Yeah.
that way. It's
Yeah.
not far.
But they have like a huge statue for him and everything.
Yeah.
And little gift shops.
It's fantastic.
Yeah, it's cute.
People
I
worship
saw-
Mothman.
I
They
can't
really do. Yeah.
I can't remember if I've said this on here before or not, but I seen someone like with a theory that because like all the like folklore and stuff comes from like so far back before there was eye doctors and stuff that really it was just like before like
People
people
could
that
see.
had like before glasses and stuff were invented. It was just normal. It's like it's all based off of that.
Off of
Like,
blind people walking around.
yeah,
the
like
world.
they were
that?
like yeah,
That
and
is
then they
so
go
sad.
and then they go telling the
Mothman.
whole town about it what they saw,
That is
and it's just because they had
literally
blurry
the
vision.
saddest thing I've ever
Just some
heard.
random dude walking around the woods.
I mean,
Yeah.
Mothman is wild. That's a wild thing
Oh,
to
yeah.
think about.
They're all
Because
kinda
if
wild,
I
all the
were
cryptids.
walking, okay, would you rather you're walking through the woods? Would you rather Bigfoot or Mothman?
Mothman.
You stumble upon which
No,
one?
I'm gonna go Bigfoot.
I think he's sweet.
I want to hug him.
That's
Mm.
gross,
He's
but
like
I
a
think he's
cuddly
sweet.
teddy bear.
Is he
Yeah.
Harry and the
Have you
Hendersons?
never seen him in like
seen
the
Harry
Snap
and
into the
the-
Slim Jim commercials?
I feel like
Yeah,
he's
he
like
is cute.
super like shy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why he's.
Or is
the
it
one
Jack
season.
Link's beef jerky?
It's Jack Link's beef jerky.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
sorry, Jack.
Either
Link's.
way, Slim Jims are great too.
That's Macho Man Randy Savage, right? He's the snap into a Slim Jim.
that is
Yeah.
yeah. Did y'all watch Harry and the Hendersons?
Yes, that is
It's
a
the best
fantastic
I
movie.
love that movie.
No, I've never seen it. What is
Oh.
that?
What? It's about Bigfoot.
Is it?
Yeah, and a
this-
family takes him in.
Yeah, a nice little
Aw.
family.
Oh, don't they run over him?
Yeah, they run over him
Yeah.
with their car,
On purpose?
and
No.
then they tie him to the car.
It's a comedy.
Yeah,
Okay.
because they think that he's dead. Well, he's not dead.
He's not
Yeah.
dead.
And they take him home and they live with him, and it's great. You should watch
Aw.
it. Cult classic. Great.
It is good. It's a good movie.
Shout out to Harry.
Who is in that? I'm trying. The dad is someone important.
He has someone. Is it? It's not Chevy Chase. Is it Chevy Chase? No.
Hold on. Let's look it up.
No. Yeah, you gotta look it up. I have to know.
Yeah,
immediately.
because he's a dad in another thing. He plays the dad in everything he plays.
Yeah, I can't remember.
I'm awful with actor names.
because it's not. I know it's not Steve Martin.
It is.
Who is it?
Oh, that doesn't help. Oh yeah, this guy.
Oh
Missy?
yeah.
He's in everything.
What's his
Oh,
name?
yeah.
John Lithgow. Lithgow. I don't know how you say it.
Yes.
Oh, he plays in
hilarious.
Shrek, Dexter.
Pretty sure he has hair.
Dexter.
In that movie
That's
too.
what I know him
Mhm.
from.
Daddy's Home 2. So Daddy's Home
Mhm.
1 probably.
He's also in one of the Pitch Perfect movies.
The
dad.
Yeah, he's in
He's
everything.
Rebel Wilson's dad.
Mhm.
He's a dad again. Look
He's
at
a
that.
dad in everything. How I Met Your Mother. I'm pretty sure he plays a dad in that.
We were talking about that today about how like some like actors and actresses and stuff like the lady who plays Gemma in Sons of Anarchy,
Ugh.
she always plays that like badass mom like in everything she's in. She's like
Mhm.
always that.
I love her. Obviously, I love her so much. People say I look like her. So hey. Do you want to know what this is? What happened to me night before last? No, last night. I was laying with my heating pad, as one does, and I had this. What do you call a memory that you like just remembered? Like from a long time ago, you hadn't thought about it, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, it just like pops in your head. I can't remember. No, there's like a
Yeah.
word for it. No, there's a word for
It's
it.
not deja vu.
No.
It's, I don't know.
I may have made it up.
You might have made it up,
Yeah.
and that's okay.
Okay.
We're,
So
just,
what-
we're just living in your world, dear.
So what it was, I swear on everything that I saw a movie or a show, something on TV, and there was this clip of this like doctor, witch character, maybe, I don't know, but they used their hands to like get organs out of the skin without cutting the skin, and they just kept rubbing and rubbing. My husband was giving me a back rub, and I thought about it, and I was like,
Is he gonna pull my kidney out right
yeah,
now?
because that's literally what happened in this thing I may or
Ew.
may not have made up.
You made that up.
I don't think I did. I think
think
it's
you
a
did.
show. I
No.
swear to God, it was in a movie. But it was like this doctor like didn't cut anyone, and he just like used his hands to like rub until it
Ah,
just.
Feel like I have seen something
Thank you.
where it was like a witch
No.
doctor or something.
Yeah, it's a movie. I'm telling you, and I didn't know
And-
how to search it.
I don't remember him taking out organs, but
Oh,
I think
yeah.
it was supposed to be like he was removing foreign entities. From
Maybe
people's
that's it.
bodies.
I thought
Like
organs were coming out.
tumors or tapeworms or.
Maybe that's it.
But
I wouldn't mind a tapeworm.
I think. Oh, why? You lose 10 pounds.
I don't know. I just feel
You
like
look great.
I just feel like it'd be kind of nice to have. You can name him.
I just wonder where people find those. Like the people who like
Where do they come from?
yeah, like want to lose weight and like eat tapeworms and stuff. I'm
That
like,
happened
where
on The
where
Office.
did you
Y'all remember
where
that?
did you find that?
Do you remember
know?
that on The Office? That was hilarious when Kelly ate the tapeworm.
Man, is this something we can order on Amazon?
I think
or-
so. I think you can
Don't
order
recommend
them.
it.
I swear, yeah, don't do that.
And also,
but-
I
recommend it.
always hear about this black market. Where is that?
oh my God.
Where
I
is that?
don't have.
You
It's
have to
probably
find
where
it.
they're selling your social security number on the internet.
And your
Yeah,
tapeworms.
probably. That's probably why I get so
That's
many dang calls and
definitely-
emails and.
Have you been trying to find it? The black market? Oh,
Yeah, they're
that's
like, this
funny.
girl Googled black market. Let's-
Did you Google it? Don't
She's
Google
flagged
that.
now.
Oh, God. Okay. Laura,
Yes.
tell us your story.
Oh, the
It's
story.
a good one. It's the story.
We're gonna go in spooky time now.
Yeah, we're going to go spooky
Alright,
time because I
cool.
have a couple like palette cleanser spookies after
All
this.
right, sweet.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like from an early age, I always had small paranormal experiences.
I love
just
that for you.
from like weird smells happening where you just walked into a room and it smells like a grandma potpourri
Or a
thing,
cigarette.
and you're like, "What is that?"
Yeah.
There's nothing in this house that smells like
Mhm.
that, right? So I've always been very aware
Yeah.
that there's things out there that we just can't see and don't know what they are, and so I've always had a huge respect
Yeah.
for any kind of, I guess, occult type
Yeah.
things.
No, I get that.
But the story that Megan Law would like me to share with you today
Share it. Brace yourself.
It all begins when
Such a good storyteller. I want to sit Indian style so bad. I can't. Okay, go for it. Okay.
when
Oh, I'm scared.
all right,
All right.
stop it.
Don't look at her.
Okay, I'm not gonna look at you. I'm gonna look at you.
I'm terrified.
It's all right.
All right.
So long ago, when my husband Larry and I, we had a fresh little baby right out the womb. She was barely 1.
Oh.
We moved into this house in Randleman, North Carolina.
Good choice.
Randleman.
Mhm. I have friends there.
Had
Small
me
town.
too. Well,
Yeah.
Randleman, Ashboro, and all
Small
that good
town.
stuff. Okay.
I have an Ashboro ghosty story.
Oh, well,
So,
I can't wait to hear it.
there you
It's
go.
not as good as mine.
I know it's definitely not. I know. I know that for a fact.
So anywho, we moved into this house in Randleman
Mhm.
that actually my dad had a friend at his work whose wife's parents had just passed away, and
Mhm.
it was their house.
They died in there.
And not that I know of,
Oh,
but
okay.
they could have.
Okay.
Who knows?
Who knows?
I feel like you don't tell that to a potential renter.
You should
like,
definitely not, but I think you're supposed
people
to.
died.
I think you
here.
only have to tell them if they ask.
Oh.
And I'm the kind
Yeah.
of person that will always ask.
Did you ask that about this?
Oh, yeah. Every
Okay.
house we went
Oh,
into,
yeah.
I was like, did anyone die in here?
Well, I asked that
Oh.
about my current abode.
Yeah,
Yeah.
now
when I
you're.
bought
Yeah.
Now you have to ask
Yeah.
this. Yeah.
I'm like, was someone murdered here? I have to know.
Yeah. Right.
So anywho, they were trying to rent out the property. They weren't ready to sell.
Mm-hmm.
And we were like, we'll take it because the market was much better back then,
Right.
but it was still crazy. It was hard to find a place that was affordable, that you felt safe, and that would take our 2 lovely stinky pit bulls. No one wanted our pit bulls
so
in their
lame.
houses.
Mhm.
That's super lame.
So we moved in this house, and everything's pretty good the first couple of weeks. We're
Mhm.
not noticing anything weird. And then some weird things start happening. And it was already a stressful time in my life.
Well, yeah, you have a baby
Well, I have a baby.
and you're moving.
And at the time, my husband was an active alcoholic,
Right.
going on 13 years sober now.
Oh,
Woohoo. Congratulations.
out.
Shout out to Larry.
We love you,
So
Larry.
proud of you.
Hey, Larry also works at the tattoo shop.
Yes.
Okay.
We're one big happy family.
Yay.
So it was just a stressful time. You know, you have a new baby. We're working through this alcoholism. You know, I know you guys get it.
Yep, we get it.
So it just wasn't the picture perfect happy
Right.
life.
Yeah.
Happy family. So a lot of stress, a lot of just, kind of ignoring what's going on around you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then I started noticing things.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
No.
So I would be in the house, and and Larry was gone a lot. I mean, he was in active alcoholism, so he was at the bar and gone. So it was just myself and
Mm-hmm.
my daughter at home a lot alone. So the first thing I started noticing was it was one of those older houses. So those houses have all the built-in shelves everywhere,
I do
Mhm.
love
and they have
those.
the living room and the den.
I love a den.
Mhm.
I love a
Love a
den. Mm-hmm.
So we hung out in the den that had all the
Yeah.
built-ins.
Everyone
everywhere.
does.
And we had our little trinkets and stuff
Mhm.
all on these little shelves, and they would just start to move.
No, they didn't.
Yes, they did.
Mm-mm.
So things that were on the
Mm-mm.
second shelf would be on the third.
See, that's crazy.
Things would be spun around the other way. And I was like, all right, my child isn't even 1 yet.
Yeah,
so
she's not
there's
doing
no
this.
way
Yeah,
that
she's
she's
clearly not a
reaching
child
reaching
probably.
up there and moving that.
And I'm convincing myself that it's Larry because maybe he comes home and he's drunk and
Yeah,
he's
he's like,
moving
oh,
my
this will look
stuff.
good here.
I don't like
Yeah.
that there. Yeah.
And so I would always be like, hey, stop moving my stuff. And he's like, what are you talking about? I'm not touching anything. I don't move anything. And I'm like, well, don't do it anymore.
Someone is moving it.
And so that kind of stuff just kept happening.
Yeah.
And then it escalated into those little trinkets and things falling off of the shelves.
Mm.
And when stuff started falling off of the shelves is when also lights would turn on and off by themselves. And I'm like, faulty wiring. Like,
No,
get
see, I
my-
would have never thought that. I'd be like, obviously, we're being haunted.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, I think in moments like that, you're trying to convince yourself that it's
That it's
anything
not
Yeah,
other
talk
than
yourself
that.
down a little
Yeah.
bit.
And I used to be huge into watching like the paranormal shows.
Mhm.
Like I've been like the haunting show.
How do you
and
feel about Zach Bagans?
I don't even know who that is.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Sorry.
Oh, he dates Holly Madison.
Well, I don't even know who that is.
The
The Playboy
Playboy.
Bunny? Oh,
Mhm.
that was formerly with Hugh
Mhm,
Hefner.
mhm.
That Holly Madison?
Yeah, I love
okay, I
her.
know who that is.
Okay, well, her
But it's probably
boyfriend.
just because I used to
is-
sell porn for a living.
We love that. I forgot you did that.
Yeah.
Did you
I
actually?
Yes.
You worked in like a store or something? Like
yeah, I was general manager for Priscilla McCall's.
Oh, okay.
We
Yeah,
love
for a long
Priscilla's.
time.
Yeah.
I totally forgot about that.
Yeah.
Zach Bagans, he does Ghost Adventures. Now.
Is he like
Okay.
a YouTuber or he has like
Well,
a show?
No, it's a show.
Okay.
It makes sense that I wouldn't know if he's like a more current person.
Yeah, he's
because
more- yeah,
after
he's
this
new.
happened,
You stopped
I-
watching it?
I don't watch
Yeah,
it
and I get
anymore.
that. Yeah. Okay. All right.
But back then,
Moving
one
on.
of my favorite shows was this show that was all about how people would like become possessed with entities.
Oh, no, no,
and
no, no,
how
no,
they
no,
got
no,
rid
no,
of
no,
them
no,
and
no,
stuff.
no, 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 no.
So I was like, oh, in my mind, it's kind of like watching true crime now.
Mhm.
If I watch too much of it or listen to too much of it,
get
I'll
paranoid.
start getting paranoid. And then I'm
Mhm.
like, okay, I have to take a break from this.
Yep.
Yeah.
I get that.
So in my brain was telling me I just needed to take a break from the occult.
Yeah.
Yeah,
for a while.
obviously.
In the paranormal for a while. And I was like, okay. So still, same things keep happening. I'd be laying in bed at night and the hallway lights would come on. And I was like, okay,
I'm leaving.
could
Yeah.
you turn it off, please?
Yeah.
When you're done. But probably when I really started to figure out that something was going on was, we were broke. I'll
Yeah.
not be afraid of it. We were poor.
Yeah.
So we would reuse water bottles a lot.
Yeah.
And refill them. And I'd wash them because, you get your mouth parts on
Yeah,
that. It's
obviously.
gross.
Yeah.
Right.
So I would be washing them, and they're empty water bottles. We
Mhm.
all know empty plastic water bottles, there's nothing to them.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like you could, and
Right.
they're gone, right?
Right.
So I'm washing dishes, and I've got like 4 or 5 water bottles next to the sink that are, just got washed, set
Yeah.
them to the side. Well, they start tilting up on the side, and I'm like, what is that?
Yeah. Oh my god.
And I'm looking at this in complete disbelief. Like, how does this happen?
Yeah.
Because it's not like they went from a vertical standing position to they fell
Fell
over. into
over,
horizontal.
right.
No, they're balancing diagonal
No.
Oh,
on like
God.
the edge. And I'm like,
Mm-mm.
so I straightened it up, and I was like, haha, okay, I hear you. I'm like, but no,
Yeah,
Yeah.
please
we're
don't.
not,
Enough
we're
of
not
that.
doing this.
Yeah.
We're not doing this, right?
Yeah.
So when that started happening, that's when I got in contact with a girl who I guess was like a medium
Mhm.
or something. But, she was like, okay, you should probably sage the house.
Mhm.
You should probably put some salt out. I don't know about you guys, but cleansing space, you sage your house.
Yeah.
And you have to go to the right or the left. I think
I
it's the
don't
right.
remember.
Mhm.
I don't know.
You go to the right, and you have to sage everything to the right and come back around because it's supposed to create
Right.
like a vortex that
Cleanses everything.
cleanses
yeah.
everything.
Okay,
right?
that makes sense.
So you have to go in the right direction.
Mm-hmm.
And then you create a perimeter of salt. So you put some sort of basin of salt in the middle of the room and in every corner of
Just
the home.
regular table salt.
Yeah, like a sea salt, like a natural salt.
Oh, like a
Not an
Himalayan.
iodinized salt.
Like a Himalayan salt. The pink salt.
A fancy salt.
Mm-hmm.
Something good and organic.
Yeah,
Yes.
got you.
So I'm like, okay. And, and I don't know really what she did, but she told me that whatever it was didn't seem like it was, they always call it something that's light or something that's dark.
Yeah.
Well, she was like, this doesn't look very light. And I was like,
Oh,
oh, sweet.
That's not where I thought we were going.
Not what I wanted to hear.
I was
Right,
like,
yeah.
sweet. Okay. So, saged the house, did the salt. And let me tell you, from that point on,
You pissed it
whatever
off.
was in this house, I pissed it off.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, it was
Yeah.
mad.
It was mad because
Yeah.
everything from that point escalated.
Uh-uh.
Now, keep
Mhm.
in mind, I'm pretty isolated. None
Right.
of my family lives in this area. I'm over an hour away from any of my family. I have a newborn.
Mm-hmm.
I have an active alcoholic husband that thinks I am crazy
Oh, yeah.
because obviously, even if something happened in front of him, he's
Right.
drunk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, one too many beers.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Is he skeptic, though?
Oh, big time.
Yeah.
He's huge. 100% aliens, ghosts.
See, I'm the opposite, I think.
Well, I think it's silly to believe that in this vast universe we're the only intelligent beings on
No, I
it.
get that. I just don't think they're
Okay.
green.
Probably not.
Okay.
If you think if there is a time warp out there that you go through and there's an Earth with humanoids on it that look just like us, they're still alien to us.
That's true.
It is.
Wow, look
Mind
at you.
blown.
Look at you.
Back on topic now.
Mars and Megan just walking around there.
So yes.
We love her.
So everything just escalated from there.
Mhm.
So when I talk about doors opening and slamming shut, I mean, think about a time in your life where you were super mad at your parents and you went and you slammed your bedroom door.
Oh,
and
my
you
son
thought
does that now.
you were the
so-
hot mess.
Uh-huh.
Like, I just told them.
Yeah.
'cause I
Slam the
slammed my
door.
door. Slamming doors like that in the house.
Mm-mm.
Lights would just
Doors are
almost
coming
like-
off the hinges at that point.
You know, the lights are coming on and off in the house like strobe lights. Like just somebody, like they're sitting there just with the switch.
I'd be like, are you paying this power bill? Quit. Quit.
Exactly. So I'm like, okay, this is getting out of hand.
Yeah.
And at that point, you don't. What do you do? Like, what do you do? And I'm
Yeah.
like,
Burn the
okay,
house down.
Yeah, literally.
I'm renting.
Like, it was an accident. Oops.
So, in my mindset is I'm like, okay, we have to do something, or I have to move. Like, we
Yeah.
can't stay here.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
terrifying.
Yeah. So I met up with the medium girl again, and she did some kind of distance removal something.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, you sure you don't need to like roll up in this house and like full on exercise it?
Yeah.
I feel like she probably didn't want to.
Probably not.
Yeah.
And it escalated even more from there. I pissed it off again.
No,
my God.
no.
So here comes the part that really freaks me out.
Oh, I love this part. Yes, because I'm not claustrophobic. Go
So,
ahead.
all right. So when you walk in down the hallway to the bedrooms in this house, the bedroom that I was in was the first bedroom, which
Okay.
was the first door to the left.
Mm-hmm.
And then my daughter's room was on down the hallway. And
Is she in her room at this point?
yes, because
like
I had a
crib?
great baby. She
Yeah.
started sleeping through the night at like 6 weeks old. It was
Aw.
great.
Hey, that was Jex. Mhm.
So she was already in her crib in her own room, and Larry was out on a bender.
Did she
somewhere.
ever act any certain way?
Mm-mm.
Because kids sometimes do that.
Nope,
No?
no.
Oh,
I think
interesting.
whatever this was did
It was
not
just
like
after
me.
you. Yeah.
Mhm.
All right.
Mm.
Well, that's
'Cause
good, I guess.
To this day, drunk or not, Larry says he doesn't remember experiencing anything weird in that house.
That's crazy.
Whatsoever.
I feel like I would experience even more drunk.
Probably, but you wouldn't remember it the next day.
That's true.
You would be freed from your trauma
Yeah.
the next day.
That is
I had to
terrifying.
live with it.
Life
Yeah.
hack. If you live with a ghost, just
Get
stay
drunk.
You'll forget all about it.
Don't sage it, apparently.
Yeah, because you'll piss it off. All right, so I'm in my bedroom,
Mm-hmm.
and I have two fairly large pit bulls, and
Yeah.
they're in the floor.
Mm-hmm.
And Larry's not home. He's at the bar doing whatever he was doing at the
Mhm.
time. And I was home alone, but we had a queen size bed at the time, and I slept on the side farthest away from the door.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. And my door wasn't shut all the way, but it was cracked, because I had a baby monitor.
Right.
But I didn't shut my door.
You want to
'cause,
hear. Yeah.
the kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's dark. All the lights are off in the house. I'm watching TV. I remember specifically I was watching American Dad. I don't remember the episode, but I remember it was American
Yeah.
Mhm.
Dad. So specific.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
So it's dark in your room. You're watching television, so you know how your room is aglow.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So you can see.
Yeah.
It's light enough to be able to see.
I
Yeah.
sleep with the TV on for that reason.
But it's kind of ominous. A
Mhm.
little
Yeah.
bit, maybe. Well, it's still dark in the house, and both of my dogs' heads pop up, and they're just
Mm-mm.
staring at the door,
Mm-mm.
and they just start growling this deep, menacing
Oh,
growl. I've
terrifying.
never
That's a hard pass.
ever heard this noise come out of these
Oh,
dogs
God.
before, ever. And I'm like, is somebody breaking into my house?
Oh,
Like,
that's
what-
my first thought immediately. I'm being
What's
burgled.
going on? Like, I'm getting my gun.
Yeah.
Let's take
Of
care of
course.
business,
Mhm.
Yeah.
right? And they're just staring at the door. And I'm like, Pac, Minnie, what's going on? Like,
Yeah.
and not paying any
Your
attention to
dog's
me.
name was Spock.
Tupac and Minnie.
Obsessed with you. Okay, go ahead.
What?
I'm obsessed with you.
Oh,
Okay.
it's tattooed on my leg, too.
I did know that.
Shout out to them. They're
Yeah.
in Doggy, Rainbow Bridge, wherever now.
Hi.
Oh.
Oh, sweet babies. Okay.
So they're growling at the door.
Mm-hmm.
I'm freaking out.
Oh, yeah.
Because I don't know, again, if we lived in the middle of nowhere. We
Right.
lived on Wicker Lovell Road. GPS it, y'all. There
Yeah.
ain't nothing out there.
That even sounds like a scary, like,
Wicker Lovell Road in Randleman,
Yeah.
North Carolina, all right? There was like
Oh,
4
man.
houses on the whole road. Like,
Okay.
Not to mention the creepy building behind the house that the lights would turn on in it randomly too.
Oh,
Great. So they're
would've
not
burned it
only
down.
inside, they're outside.
Yep.
Great. Great.
So where are we at? Oh, the dogs.
The dogs are barking. Yeah, they're growling.
There and no barking. There's
Yeah,
just
just
this
growling.
menacing growl
Mm.
at the
Mhm.
door. Creepy.
Yeah.
And I mean, at this point, I'm like cold sweat, like just staring at the door.
Yeah,
for
waiting
what's
Yeah,
to
like-
be
to
burgled.
happen.
Obviously, yeah.
Well, the hallway light comes on,
Of course it does.
and I'm like, what is that?
Oh God.
And then, I told you my door isn't shut all the way,
Yeah.
but it's cracked. Well,
Mhm.
the door just starts slowly
Mm-mm.
opening.
Literally, my body is
Mm.
shutting down.
Mm-mm.
Shutting down.
And there's nothing there. There's nothing there. And the dogs
I
are still
have chills.
staring at the
Oh
doorway,
God. Mm-mm.
growling.
Mm-hmm.
And at this point, I think I'm crazy. I'm like, what is going on? Right?
Yeah.
So I told you I'm sleeping on the furthest side of the bed.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm one of those people, I don't move a lot in my sleep. I
Me
don't
either.
move a lot.
I
So
like sleeping in a coffin.
Larry's side of the bed is still perfectly made.
Mhm.
No wrinkles, no
Mhm.
anything. You about ready?
I
Y'all ready
know
for
it's
this?
coming, and I'm
Y'all ready for
already
this?
sweating.
I can see indentions
No, you can't.
pressing into the bed.
Oh my God.
No.
Like
No.
something's either
No.
stepping up onto the bed or crawling into the bed.
Crawling's worse.
It was probably crawling because
Yeah.
that's creepier.
Oh.
Isn't
Yeah.
Crawling creepy though?
Oh,
Like, why is
yeah.
that so much creepier?
Yeah, it is weird.
Jexis started doing that, hands behind her, crawling around like a crab. Freaks me out.
Oh, the crab walk thing they used
Yeah,
to make
it's
us do in elementary
scary.
school?
Yeah, but it's scary.
Yeah, it's kind of gross.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Anyway, go ahead.
anywho, But she's probably super cute when she does it.
She's
She
something.
just doesn't like it. So I see the indentions
Mm-hmm.
in the bed.
Mm-hmm.
And at this point, I'm frozen. I can't
Mhm.
move. I cannot believe what I'm seeing.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't even know where my mind was going. I would like to believe that everything in me was trying to tell me to run away or trying to tell me that that's not happening.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This isn't
This is
real.
a dream.
Yeah, like if I don't
Yeah.
move, it's not actually happening.
Oh, I would have
Yeah.
covers over the head immediately.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it gets worse, folks.
I know it does. I know it does. It has
It
to.
gets worse.
Go for it.
So I'm seeing these indentions
Mhm.
coming towards me on the bed. And I can't. What do you do? Like what?
Yeah.
I don't know what you do.
So
Because
before,
I would be screaming.
before I could even react to scream or anything, all of a sudden this huge weight was on top of me. I mean, it literally
Mm.
felt like somebody put a cinder block on my chest.
You might have just had pneumonia.
No, it wasn't. pneumonia. I was breathing just fine, dear.
Just trying to help you.
No, I wish it was
I
pneumonia.
wish it was pneumonia too.
I actually don't because
Actually, no, that is scary.
Can, mess
That can
you
kill
up
you too. Yeah.
pretty quick.
Okay, go for it.
And so can an entity crawl.
Right.
into
That's
your
what I'm
bed at
saying.
night.
Would you
Yeah.
rather die
Oh,
or be
God.
possessed? I mean, come on now. All right.
Well, the
Whew.
feeling I got was just this heavy, heavy feeling on my chest, and I
Mhm.
couldn't breathe
Mhm.
in that moment. At
Mm.
this moment, my breath was gone. The room got freezing cold,
Mm-mm.
and all I can describe it feeling like was someone putting their full weight on top of you and
Gross.
holding you down
Also, it's disgusting.
in the bed,
Ew.
right?
Yeah. Ew.
And I mean, in the moment, you feel like it lasts forever.
Oh, yeah.
When it probably lasted 30 seconds.
No, that was a
Yeah,
lifetime.
yeah. 30 seconds is long
Yeah,
enough.
that's
Like
a lifetime.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
So I don't know. I didn't look at the
Mm-mm.
clock. I didn't see it was the 3 a.m. witching hour or not.
Was
I
it?
don't
Yeah.
know.
You don't know.
It was
Oh.
probably around that time.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
So I'm laying there and I feel completely like I can't
Like
move.
immobile. Yeah.
I can't. I'm like paralyzed.
Yeah.
I can't make a noise. I can't breathe. And I mean, it literally feels like there's like 400 pounds on top of me.
Mm-mm.
Terrifying.
I mean,
Mm-mm.
and I felt myself like sink down more into the bed.
Mhm.
Like something was on top of me,
Mm.
but it was completely invisible. There was nothing there.
Mm.
But when I
Mm-mm.
say I couldn't even like lift my arms
Mm.
at all. I couldn't move my
Mm.
feet. I was like completely paralyzed. And for that time, as quick as it happened, like as quick as whatever was on top of me,
Yeah.
it was gone.
No.
But it was like a scene out of a movie. Like
Yeah.
when you see the person like go like they can all of a sudden get their breath. and
Yeah.
it's like they
Right.
that's what happened to me.
That's insane.
And the only thing that I can think of is that this
Yeah.
Mhm.
was trying to get up in there.
Yeah.
That's
He was trying to
literally-
take
yeah.
over my
That's what I'm
body.
saying. Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, no.
And that's what it felt like. Whatever it was did not feel good. It
Yeah.
didn't feel like it was trying to hug me.
yeah.
No,
it
well, I
wasn't a,
It
Do
a
felt,
sweet
ghosts-
caress.
Do ghosts hug
it
people?
felt I mean, I feel like if like your
A
grandma
nice-
came to visit you one
She'd
night,
hug me.
Yeah, like
Mhm.
maybe kinda like if you get that warm fuzzy,
Yeah,
like
a loving.
but this wasn't loving. This
Mm-mm.
was die.
This doesn't feel loving even hearing it.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Terrifying.
Ew.
And
Whoa.
it just felt evil.
It
just-
feels sick.
I felt very violated.
Yeah, I would too. That's which I don't like being touched.
And
I knew you were gonna do that.
Wait, what? So were your dogs still just like?
Yeah, what are
sitting
they
there?
doing?
the whole
Like-
time they're just growling.
Well,
And I
yeah,
mean,
because they're like, what
followed
can
it.
you
They're
do?
probably
just
scared too.
turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
And you know how they say animals react.
They know,
different to
yeah.
things
Yeah.
like that. So I mean, you don't know if they actually see something,
Right,
or if they
right.
just
Feel it,
yeah.
something. But the minute it, I guess, released me, I guess
Mhm.
that's what we could kind
Yeah.
of say.
Yeah.
The minute it let go of me, thanks, girl.
Yep.
The dogs like bolted.
They left you?
Well, I was bolting too.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was like, what?
But it was almost like they were kind of frozen in place too.
Yeah.
I'm
Like
sure,
nobody
yeah.
in that moment could move.
Yeah.
yeah.
But then the second we could all move, we were
You were
freaking
out of
there.
there. Oh, I would have left the whole house.
And
Gone.
yeah, I went and got the kid.
Yeah.
Everybody got in the car.
Yeah.
I was like,
we're leaving.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it wasn't long after that. I was like, we can't live. in
Oh,
this
I would
house
have never
anymore.
slept
Yeah.
again.
No, I never would have returned.
No,
Period.
I would have sent Larry, like, you don't
Oh, that's
believe in it, you go get it. Go
terrifying.
get the stuff. Clean it out, because I'm not going
Oh,
back.
God.
Absolutely not.
Well, y'all be proud of me because I did go back.
Well,
Yeah,
I
good
don't know if
for-
I'm
yeah.
proud or not, because that scares me.
And nothing like that ever happened in the house again. But
Mm,
but stuff still continued to move. Lights still
Yeah.
came on, like, but nothing crawled up in the bed with me again after
Gross.
that. We didn't live in that house much longer.
no,
after that.
I would have. I'm serious. I would have never lived there again.
You know
Yeah.
what my head tells me is that there was like two, and one was bad and one was evil, and one was good and one was
Yeah,
evil.
I was gonna say
and
that's the
so
same thing.
the good one was like the one like moving things around and stuff like that, and the bad one was obviously the one
Mhm.
that like was doing all the crazy stuff, and
Oh,
then
yeah.
like
They fought.
obviously the bad one was the one doing that
Yeah.
night, and the good
Yeah.
one came and was like, dude, no, you can't do this.
We're
Oh,
not
yeah.
Let's
acting
go.
like this.
Yeah, because obviously
Ugh.
for something happened to where it was gone.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know.
And you
Ugh.
know, when you think about it, you could say that it was almost as if it either just disappeared, or you could put it towards that, like something pulled it off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Something
even,
stopped
even
it.
Yeah.
thinking about there being two of them things, whatever it was,
Yeah.
whatever it was.
Mm-mm.
And the
See.
only thing I ever really found out about it, I didn't find out much. What I will tell you though, is when we finally, because again, here we are again in a situation where we need somewhere to live.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And at that time, I told you I was broke. I didn't have any money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I couldn't like go out and buy a house and
Yeah.
afford to drop deposits on all these places and stuff. So it was hard. It
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
hard to find somewhere to live. And
Yeah.
the biggest thing was, again, I couldn't afford to pay what was expensive back then. I mean, this
Right.
is kind of a joke nowadays with what rent and stuff costs.
Well,
now.
yeah, but still.
But it was hard to find anything that was affordable that would take the dogs. The
Yeah.
dogs were like the huge issue. And I mean, a dog, you know, our dogs, they're like
Yeah.
our kids. I'm not getting
Right.
rid
Oh
of my
yeah,
dogs,
absolutely
like,
not.
no.
Yeah.
And like, these dogs are better than your
That-
crappy chihuahua.
exactly,
Like-
yeah. But not
Hey.
only that, look, I was like offended. But no, I mean, not only that, they're better than some kids.
Oh yeah.
Like
Yeah.
behavior wise,
Yeah.
like y'all like kids in here.
Yeah.
My dog's not gonna destroy walls.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, I mean, I'm just saying, whatever. People are dumb.
Yeah. We had a bad experience with a chihuahua one time, so it's that
Did
specific.
it
Oh
attack
yeah. Yeah. No, some of them are
It
assholes.
attacked my
Did it
dog,
attack
and people would
you?
laugh about it. And I was like, yeah, but
Oh,
if my pit bull
It
did
could have
that
got
back
infected.
Yeah.
Yeah.
to another dog,
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
he's done.
it would be a huge deal. But
But-
just because this dog weighs a half a pound,
Yeah.
haha, it's cute. And I'm like,
Yeah.
it's not
No,
cute.
it's
No,
not.
Get your
because
dog
their
off my
mouths are.
dog.
Yeah.
He could have gotten infection.
Yeah,
He could have gotten
that's
hurt.
gross.
Yeah, that's
So
crazy.
it was just really difficult to find somewhere to go, and we had several places fall through, and we actually ended up having to move in with my parents
Yeah.
for a while because I was like, I have to get out of this
Oh,
house.
I would
Yeah.
have needed my mom immediately.
Yeah.
And I was terrified that whatever that was going to follow me.
Oh yeah. Naturally.
because you know they say entities can attach themselves to a person
Yeah.
And things.
and items,
Yeah.
not necessarily homes,
Mhm.
or
Right, yeah.
places. Luckily, it did not.
Well, good.
I haven't had any more of those experiences.
Mhm.
That's
Hopefully
good.
Talking to you guys about it doesn't
No,
ignite
bring it
it's
back.
Not. It's not
Yeah.
gonna bring
Oh,
it
God.
back. No.
Let's all sage ourselves when we're done.
You know me. I'll be going to get some holy water. No ma'am. No ma'am. Thank you.
See,
that makes me
that's
sweat.
water I would be afraid to put on me.
Oh no, how
'Cause
douse
lots
in
of
it.
hands have been in there.
No.
Like, whose hands have
I
been
will
in
not.
there?
Look, my
I'll
mom.
take the parking lot water.
No, no. My mom, their church needed a place to do like baptisms this year, so my mom was like, "You can use our pool, whatever." I told her I couldn't be there. I was like, "Bottle it up afterward. I need it for my house." And she's like, "I don't think that's how that works."
But is it chlorinated? Would the chlorine
No,
kill
salt.
the holy part
No,
of it?
I don't think so.
I feel like
It's a
holy is
saltwater
probably
pool?
stronger
yeah,
than
holy stronger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was salt water,
It's a
but they all
Alright.
made fun of me because I wanted a spray bottle of it
Mhm.
because
can
I
have a spray
have a
bottle of
ghost.
Yeah, you never know when
You
you need
could
it.
have a
anoint
ghost.
anything. Oh yeah, I've
Yeah.
heard about the little girl on the wall.
Oh yeah, no, that I do have that one too, but I have like an actual one.
Oh, you haven't?
Yeah, but he's cool.
There's two.
I think so.
Okay. Well,
But he's cool. The one
3,
that
4,
he's
5?
yeah. No, I think there's only the little girl on the wall. My daughter's the only one that has that experienced that. Even though my son does, and Lala can attest, my son does hear drums in his closet,
Mhm.
so that's fun. What else did he say he heard in there? He heard
I
something.
don't know. He
else.
was saying he heard something the other night, but I couldn't understand what he was
Yeah.
saying.
He's a lot. My children are very in tune with whatever lives in my house. My family thinks I'm
Well-
insane, and I'm like, I'm really not. I'm telling you exactly what they say to me.
I feel like I don't know. I feel like all kids before a certain age all have some sort of experience
Oh.
like this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And then it's like when you hit a certain age,
just
it's
goes
like
away.
It goes away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, also too, like at that point, you're not necessarily your brain's not like trained to
Right,
think
it's
like
bad
oh,
or
it's,
scary, yeah.
it's not real and like
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Oh, yeah,
like
the
at
girl
that
with my
point, it's
friend.
just
Yeah.
exactly.
The girl
yeah.
on the wall, it pissed Jex off. She was pissed because she wouldn't share her 4-leaf clover with her. I said, please share with her, thank you. And then I rolled over and was like, oh my god. I like
see,
knocked
that's
on the
what
wall.
I was doing in that house.
Yeah.
I was like, look, we can live here in harmony,
We can
Yeah.
be friends.
but I'm gonna need you to stop moving my stuff.
Yeah.
that's all I'm asking.
Oh, I didn't even tell you that it touched me before that.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, I
What do
forgot
you
about
mean
that
it
part.
touched you? Where
you
did
could
it touch
feel
you?
it-
Where? Was it your butt?
Meg. I don't think the ghost was interested in my butt.
I think he might
Although
have
it
been.
was higher and tighter at that point in my life.
And he crawled in bed with you.
And-
It's giving male energy. I'm
But-
just saying.
I love her. It would like you would be walking by and you just feel something like tug your
No, I don't think
hair.
I know.
Mm.
Laura?
Or you would feel that kind of like somebody touch the nape of your
Nope.
neck.
Creepy.
Or
Disgusting.
that like somebody blew in your ear.
He was into you.
Oh
He
yeah.
was into you.
Y'all know that's a thing.
What's a thing?
Ghost will like sleep with people. I've googled it before because I woke up one morning.
You mean like sleep just in the bed?
No,
Like slumber
like-
party or like sex?
yeah, like
Ew.
sex.
Ghost sex?
Yeah, I googled it one time because I woke up and I
Disgusting.
like took my clothes off to get in the shower, and in the mirror I noticed I had scratches all down my back.
What are you talking about?
And so I googled it, and the first thing it said was that like it probably like a ghost was like trying to have sex with me or something like that. Of course, it was like it was. I come to find out, I was doing it to myself. like, in my sleep, I was scratching.
But
But
what?
me being the person I am, that's already terrified of
sweating.
all of those things, like that. Of course, that was the first thing that popped up. But yeah, apparently that's like a thing. Like if you wake up covered in scratches and stuff, you probably had a ghost that was trying to like hook up with you that night.
sick.
Yeah.
Ew.
What
But now
freaky
I feel
ghost?
offended because I don't think that's happened to me.
Am I not good enough for you?
I mean, literally, like, what is happening? Ew.
You crawled up in the bed with Laura. You
Yeah.
scratched up
Laura's
Laura's back.
got scratches down her back. All right, Buck Cherry. Jesus.
Yeah.
Ugh.
And I would have marks occasionally.
Oh,
You
that's
know, there would be
terrifying. No.
marks on my skin. They
No.
would be red. But
No.
nothing like definitive. Like I couldn't say it was a
Mm-mm.
scratch mark or a handprint.
Mm-hmm.
You
I'm
know, because on some
sweating.
of those shows, people would wake up and have like a slap mark on them or something, like
Absolutely not.
full on handprints
No.
and stuff.
Mm-mm.
But no,
Mm-mm.
mine just held me down in the bed.
Sick.
Maybe it was a
I
dom.
hate him. He was definitely a dumb.
I think I'd rather a ghost
hate
slap me
him.
than hold me down in bed.
No, don't anyone hold me down ever
Oh, no,
in
I-
the world.
And like I said, the only feeling I got from that was not. It was trying to get some hookup time.
Yeah.
I mean, it literally just felt
Was evil.
Yeah.
It just felt
Well,
like
that's worse.
That is terrifying.
That's just
Yeah.
worse. Like it
And
just.
I don't know.
I
if
can't
it
even
was-
like fathom what that
No,
experience
I don't
would
want
be like.
to fathom
Oh, it's
that.
terrifying.
Yeah,
It's
that's
terrifying.
awful.
It's a long time to.
I don't think I would have slept.
I don't. I guess I can't really necessarily say that I'm over it.
Yeah.
No, I don't think
but
you can
I'm
get
d-
over
I'm
that.
definitely like
You're working on it.
coping with
Fine.
it. Yeah.
now, you know, because
mm.
again, in the home that we have now, to my knowledge, no one has been murdered there
Yeah.
or just died.
Didn't you have cabinets open
I feel like
and stuff?
Yeah, but that was Larry.
Oh,
Cabinets open at the haunted house.
Yeah, but I thought they just opened and like closed.
What, at the haunted
Maybe
house
that
or
wasn't
at my
you.
house? No.
At your-
Hunter
at
has
your
that
haunted-
happen.
That's who it was.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Wow.
and the other lady I want to have come on and talk about her house.
Yeah.
Her cabinet's open.
No, my wonderful husband likes to leave cabinet doors open because he's like, what's the point of closing them if you're just going to go back in
I
your
might
cabinet?
walk my face into them. What do you
Exactly.
mean?
Exactly.
Jake does that now that you say that.
Yeah. And he has
Why
a
is that a
friend
man
that
thing?
argues that it's a point. He's like, yeah, it makes total
Well, then
sense.
just take the cabinet doors
Is
off.
he
then,
like
just-
ADD or ADHD? Because that's a thing too. People that are like ADD, ADHD don't
Probably.
can't like
He's probably
multitask enough to shut back a door or a cabinet after they use it.
I just know I go behind him and close cabinet doors. And
Yeah.
refrigerator
Oh, I don't-
Just
doors,
follow
and
him
pantry
around all day
door.
and
No,
close
I'll be
everything.
Closet door.
Are you done in the fridge? Are you done in the cabinet? Are you done in the drawer?
Yeah,
That's what I
especially the
say.
fridge,
I
because then
have.
it'll start beeping when
Yeah.
it gets left
Oh
open too
my
long.
Yeah.
God, it's the most
Yeah.
annoying sound in
Yeah.
the world.
Yeah. But that's his
Um,
argument. His argument is, I'm going to go in this cabinet again. So why
That's
do I need
Jake's
to close the
argument with the
door?
bed.
Yeah, well, if that's the argument, then
About
why do you
making the
ever
bed?
do anything ever?
Let
Yeah.
me tell you something about making the bed.
Tell
though.
me.
We'll get a little off topic here for
No,
a
that's
second.
fine. That's what we do here.
Your whole room can be a cluster, you know what, right?
Yeah.
But
until
if your
you make your
bed
bed.
is made,
Mm-hmm.
it like negates.
That's
all the
literally
chaos
on weekends?
my entire life.
On weekends, I'll start making the bed while Colin's still in it. Like
Yeah.
if I'm up and already doing
Mhm.
stuff for the day, I'll like make it back
Oh,
neat
yeah.
with him still in
Oh
there.
no,
I
we
love
have a
made
rule.
bed.
Last person out makes the bed,
Yeah.
and I will
Well,
lose my mind. If
Oh,
it's
my
not me.
Colin has never
Again-
made the bed ever. But
Again, I don't move in my sleep.
I don't either.
pretty much stay in
My
one
pillows are
position.
I move
exactly the way they are.
constantly. I'm
That's a Jordan thing.
yeah.
Yes. Well, I don't know for sure
I was
because
gonna
I don't
say-
have
Oh,
a
yeah, no,
Jordan.
I
I was
mean,
gonna
in
say,
my
which
constantly.
one have you
It
been
can
with,
be
Laura?
None of them. Man,
Which one of you
Mm.
slept in the bed with?
I've been to a show.
They're crazy.
I've
They
been
don't
to a
sleep
show.
well. Well, the two. Well, I know she doesn't because I've slept in bed with her, and I know Jake don't. He's crazy all over the
Yeah.
place. Like,
Well, I know that it can be a genetic thing, a
Well,
genetic quality, which is
Mhm.
why I
yeah,
was like,
both my kids have it
Mhm.
too.
because she just said that her husband
Yeah.
does it.
Mhm.
both my kids have
Whom
it
is
too.
your brother?
Mhm.
Right.
So it's like,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm
Yeah.
agreeing. Can I agree?
be
Yeah,
moving.
you can.
You know what else is genetic that I'm terrified of? Speaking of sleeping, Mom has sleep paralysis.
She does have that. Yeah.
and apparently that can be genetic. And I've never had it happen. Knock on wood. But she said it happened like this past weekend or whatever.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
Ugh. I've never knock on wood. It's real. Thank you. I've never had that happen to my knowledge.
Mm.
I have really vivid dreams. I'm
You're a
really
lucid dreamer.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Jake had one of the. He says he has a recurring one, but he doesn't ever remember his dreams. But he said that he has one where he's falling and he'll like catch himself.
Oh yeah.
And I told him I was like, that's lucid dreaming. Like you've been exploring in
Yeah.
your sleep and you're coming back too.
I have a reoccurring frequent one that is very recent.
Have I
that is
dissected
kind
it
of
yet for you?
spooky. No.
Let me
Would
get
you
in
like
my
to?
notes. I can't do it here. I can do it when I get home to my books.
It's a weird one.
Okay, I'm gonna put my microphone down so I can two-hand type. Hold on.
She's paralyzed, y'all. She's moving like a 90-year-old right now.
I want to take my jacket off so bad, but it's gonna take a team effort. So it's not going to.
You can do it. I believe in you. All right, so I've been having this recurring dream. I told Annie about it so she can be my witness that I'm not lying. It is the weirdest dream ever, and it is kind of creepy and spooky, so it's a little bit on par here. So in my dream, for some reason, I live with my parents. I don't know why.
Mm-hmm.
We have a built-on garage to the house that you can, if you're like sitting in the den,
Mm-hmm.
you can see the garage. You can see out the door into the garage. And I keep having this reoccurring dream that there is a woman in the garage. She's like an older lady. She kind of looks like, do y'all remember that lady who went on America's Got Talent or Britain's Got Talent and everybody made fun of her? Her name was Susan Boyle. And then she
No.
was like awesome opera lady. Well, Google her. because
Okay,
she
what's her
kinda
name?
looks like
Susan
her.
what?
Susan Boyle.
That's
It's
a really
not her.
unfortunate name.
I know it's not her,
Yeah.
but it kind of looks
Same
like her.
vibes.
Okay, all right.
And for some reason, she's like obsessed with me
Gross.
and
So she's like a
screaming
stalker.
at my dad that my dad won't let her be my friend. But she's in my garage, yelling at me.
Interesting.
eating a cat.
Eating
Mad
a
at-
cat.
That just took a
Stop.
turn. Mad at dad for not letting
her be my friend.
Her be my friend.
Like blaming my dad, like screaming through the
Yeah.
door at my dad. And one of the other weird points of the dream is that my parents in the dream like don't see an issue.
They just think it's normal.
And I'm like, could you like do something about that?
Yeah, get her out.
But I don't know if I'm young in the dream. I don't know. I just know she's yelling at my dad.
She's eating a cat.
You're the reason why we can't be friends. And then like looking at me like, wow, oh, I love you.
That's
We're best friends.
yeah.
And then immediately it's like it's not a 360, it's a 180. And
Yeah.
goes into like evil scream mode at my parents. Like,
Huh.
you're the reason we can't be friends. But she's eating a cat.
That's the crazy part.
Sorry
Okay.
for anyone who doesn't like that my dream person is eating a cat.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
is
I
super
have never
creepy.
eaten a cat.
I don't
so-
think
Me
most
personally.
people have.
So
Okay.
I don't
I
really
have the- I
condone
have it in my
eating a
notes.
cat.
Yeah.
And I already have the parts that I know I can look up specifically.
Mhm. She's an older lady,
Mhm.
kind
Like
of
white hair. Well, you told me to look up the chick.
Yeah, it's like a grayish kind of hair.
You know something-
disheveled.
Interesting. I've learned about dreams.
Please tell.
Like you know how you obviously see other people in your dreams and stuff like that. Well, apparently our brains aren't capable of like actually making
Mhm.
up
Yeah.
its own people. So that every person we see in a dream that we don't
You've seen them
know,
before.
we've passed at some point in our
Mhm.
life. I'm
Yeah.
like, that's wild.
I've
Mhm.
heard that.
I love that. I love dreams so much. I literally can remember every dream I've ever had ever.
My dream 90.
insane.
Okay, I won't say 90. 83% of my dreams are bad. So I
Really?
don't necessarily love dreaming, but the
I
ones,
say I have a lot of mine are probably
Mine
50-50.
are usually not great.
yeah, mine are
either.
bad, scary.
Really?
The ones are,
obviously there's a woman eating a cat in my dream.
yeah, no,
yelling
that's
at me.
wild.
yeah,
That's a
not a
wild
dream that
concept.
To
I'd
be
want to
her
have.
friend.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of strange.
That is strange.
Yeah, I don't have very many like skipping through the wildflower field
Right,
with
yeah.
Tom Petty playing in the background and
Yeah.
everybody's happy.
I'll occasionally
Dreams.
have a dream where I'm friends with like Machine Gun Kelly and Jaden and like all my musicians that I
Oh,
love. But
I
other
know
than
she's gonna
that,
drop
they're
the
all
MG.
oh
Is
yeah,
it
it's
MGK?
they
MGK,
once
yeah,
once
there
an
we go.
episode at least. But other than that, they're all scary or bad or like
Mhm. See, I
See,
traumatic.
I don't have like my dreams are not always bad. I used to have night terrors when I went through something super traumatic. So I think like your body processes trauma by ruining your life. So I would have night terrors and like I would wake up.
It's like,
Jake-
oh, your life sucks. Let's make it worse.
Literally. Jake would have to like wake me up and then I would like jolt forward and it'd just be like in this trance and I couldn't catch my breath
Mhm.
and I couldn't breathe and then he would have to like snap me out of it, which apparently you're not supposed to do. But he did and I'm fine. So I mean, as fine as one can be being me.
Well,
Life.
you're not supposed to do it for multiple different reasons.
Great.
Like you could have grabbed a knife and stabbed him.
I could have done that. I do sleep with one beside bed.
Yeah. So,
So,
I mean,
Yeah, don't ever try to break into my
hey,
house.
hey, Jake, maybe
Yeah,
don't do that again.
Don't do it. Well, I haven't had knock on wood. I haven't had night terrors in a long time, but it was like probably 2 or 3 times a week. I was like waking up and I'm like drenched in sweat and like
Mhm.
can't catch your breath, that kind of stuff. But those dreams, I couldn't always remember. I could remember some of them, but
Yeah.
if I woke myself up, I could remember them. If Jake woke me up, I wouldn't remember them,
Yeah.
which is weird. And dreams are only like 30 seconds, supposedly. I don't believe that.
But they
Yeah,
feel like
I
a
don't
long
believe that.
time.
That's
Yeah, I
crazy.
feel like
That
it's the
too, where
whole-
they're actually
yeah.
short.
Have you ever had a dream, woken up from that dream, fallen back to sleep, and continued the dream?
Yeah, absolutely.
I've done that. It's
Like every
crazy.
dream.
Yeah,
When I
really?
do have
Yeah.
a good dream, I'll try to do it on purpose. Like if I accidentally wake up from a good dream, I'm like, okay, continue the
Yeah,
dream.
go back into it. Yeah.
I'm
And
the
sometimes I
princess.
can.
Yes, I love doing that. Jex is a vivid dreamer. She has crazy dreams. Jet has become a vivid dreamer. When do you start dreaming?
When do I start?
Like when do
dreaming?
you, as a human, when do you start dreaming?
I feel
Like,
like
as
as
a-
you're
just-
always.
Just always?
you
Yeah.
could. But I think it goes back in line with that. I feel like things somehow change
Yeah.
when you don't have that like innocence of being a child.
Right.
Oh yeah,
Or-
Yeah.
definitely.
You know what
I
I
asked him the
mean?
other day, do you have any memories of flying as a child?
Me?
Yeah,
What kind of flying?
like actually flying.
Like just act,
I
like
got on-
little vampire
yeah,
style.
Oh. Maybe.
I got on this side of TikTok and it was adults who vaguely remember being able to fly as a child, and I feel like I vaguely remember like a time where I flew. And
I'm proud of you for that.
and there's a whole side of TikTok that agrees with me. So
I agree
I
with
love that you have a
Yeah.
community of people that believe that.
Yeah, I was
I
like,
do
you know what?
not have
That you actually flew or like flew in a dream?
no
like actually like a
flew.
vague and not like crazy up in the sky, but like jumping off a deck and like flying for a
Kind
second
of
before I hit the
floating.
yeah, floating. Yeah, like
Okay.
very like
Alright.
and there's other adults in the world that vaguely remember that as well.
But could that be lined up with those people who have like crazy core strength and can do weird things
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
their muscles are
Which
so
you
strong?
would
Maybe.
have
I
been able
was-
to do.
Yeah, I was a muscular
Because I did
You know
not
what?
have-
person.
La, you flew.
Yeah, I flew.
That's,
She
I'm
flew.
saying that you flew, and that's where I'm
You
into
know,
it.
Yeah.
we want everyone to be
I'm not
happy.
going to try to make this science. You
No.
flew.
Yeah. Oh,
I don't
magical.
have any memories of flying ever. But then again, I would never want to fly.
I remember
Oh,
flying
I'd
in an
love to
airplane.
No,
as a
absolutely
kid.
not.
Did y'all have
Never
flying
flown on an
dreams?
No.
Oh yeah, I've flown in my
No, I've had
dreams.
flying dreams as in like, no, I've not flown. I have fallen. I've had falling dreams.
I've had both.
I've never flew.
I've had dreams where I'm flying, and then I'm like, wait a minute, this isn't right, and then I fall.
Yeah.
And then I wake up
Um,
in that I'm falling.
Yeah.
kind of
Oh,
thing.
I don't
God, I
know
hate
that
when
I've
that
ever
And
had a
I've
flying
literally
dream.
woken up falling.
Oh no, I have done that. Fallen off the bed. Yeah.
Have y'all seen? I seen a video the other day of the Oculus, like the virtual reality headsets
yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh, I
yeah.
would
And this
throw
guy
up.
was at the top of the Empire State Building, and he has a fear of heights. And he was like, his family was on the couch behind him, and he was like, "Don't touch me, don't touch me." And like I think it was his mom, like kicked him, and he fell off the Empire State Building and was like, literally face planted to the ground. And when he hit the ground, was still falling because he still had the headset on. It was the funniest thing. And then his
That would
mom
be
was
me
like,
as
"Oh
a
my God, are
mom.
you okay? I'm so
That would
sorry."
be me as a
It was
mom.
the funniest thing.
No, I don't think I've ever had a dream of flying. That's
See,
not really my jam.
I've never worn one of those, and I don't think I will.
No, I
for
would-
that reason.
I would vomit.
Oh,
I,
you
motion
would
sickness. Yeah, I
They're
would have to
so
wear a
fun, but they
patch.
are scary. Like I was, in a one time, and I was in a bar fight, and I was actually terrified.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Being in the
like,
bar fight,
Yeah, like
virtual
it put
reality,
me into like
a
fight or
panic?
flight. Yeah.
No, that's not for me. I live in that mode always. Yeah, I love dreams though. I do. I'm ready to go home and open all my books and dissect your dream.
To find out why I'm dreaming about a lady
Yeah.
and a cat.
Yeah, literally
mad at me?
eating a cat
Yeah.
that's mad at you.
Yeah.
Speaking of deceased cats, good segue.
You're welcome. Not even planned.
Do you believe in ghost animals?
See, all right.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Oh God.
I don't necessarily know what I believe in
Mhm.
because I don't think that our brains can really process that type of information.
Oh, for sure.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Because one, everybody that's sitting in this room right now has never died.
Mhm.
That's
so
true.
We don't
that we know of.
That we know of.
We could be dead right now.
Yeah.
Well,
The
we could be
lamp theory.
reincarnated. You
Yeah.
know, that's an option.
I think I'm coming back as an eagle. That's another story.
I don't. I
Okay.
want to be a tree. Somewhere not getting cut down.
I was gonna say, what are you talking about?
But so whether it is a ghost, a spirit,
Mhm.
an energy, an entity, I don't know what these things are,
Mhm.
but between my experiences that I know are very real and true, and what I've heard from other people who've experienced similar things, I mean, I just think that it's dumb
Mhm.
to
To think we know more.
argue
Yeah.
or think that we know,
Mhm.
like, oh, that's not possible. Well, how do you know
Mhm.
it's not possible? Because we don't know.
That's
So-
how I am.
And aren't we only in like the fourth dimension or something like that? Like there's
Oh yeah,
there's
I
like
know
so
what you're
many
talking
more
about, yeah.
dimensions ahead of us that we aren't aware of, but they're
Mhm.
aware of us. And like as the
See, that's
levels
scary
get,
to me.
Yeah.
I can't
Exactly.
think
like
about stuff
ants are in
that.
like the first dimension, so
Oh, first
they're
of all,
not.
You know how I feel about the ants.
Yeah,
Get out of here.
like they're not as aware of us as
Yeah.
we are as
Oh.
them, and like it continues.
Well,
you
they
know?
need to
Exactly.
get aware and get out of my house. And I said what I said.
I live in the
hate
country
it.
too. I
Mhm.
understand.
I asked this because I saw this video on TikTok, obviously,
Mm-hmm.
and it says POV: you burn a horse saddle. First of all, rude. You found in the roof.
Expensive.
Yeah. But apparently, so I was reading the comments and like the caption of this video, and she, I guess, bought a property, and on the property there was like an old building, and in the building was a saddle. It's probably worth money, but she burnt it, so here we are. So she's burning this saddle, and I don't know if you can see it. We can pass it around or whatever. She's burns the saddle, and then watch from over there. Do you see it running across?
Oh goodness.
Do you see that? It's like a
As
horse.
the saddle's
apparition.
burning?
Yeah.
Well, it comes back out this way too.
Yeah. It's insane.
and it's not like AI.
Now, no. And I read the comment. I went through because I was like, as a photographer, I understand how light and a camera works.
Yeah,
But the way that it is, she's not facing the camera to that side. So there's movement that shouldn't be in front, like
Oh,
from the
crazy.
lens. So it's it's crazy. So now in my head, I'm like, oh, my horses are just out here wilding.
Yeah,
I feel like
Deegan,
this
I
looks
give
like
you
a
permission
deer.
to come back as a ghost.
You think it's a
okay,
deer?
buddy?
It looks like a deer.
It's a horse.
It's running like a deer.
Well, we're gonna say it's a horse
That
whose
looks
saddle
like
just
a
got
white
burned.
tail deer.
No,
That's what that looks like.
no,
to
it
me.
doesn't. Show law.
Would you like to see it?
Yes, law. It's a black stallion.
All right, I paused it. It is not. It's a ghost stallion.
It's a ghost stallion. I do want a ghost. Nope, don't say that because then somebody's gonna steal it. Never mind. Do you see it? Isn't that the craziest
Oh my god, I
thing?
do see it.
I know. I watch it so many
Oh
times.
my god, it looks like there's a person on it.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Is that what looks like antlers to me? Is that a human?
Yeah, I
sitting
think that's
on it?
yeah.
Okay.
Look at it again, thinking that
Okay.
we're gonna manipulate
Yeah,
your
because then it
thoughts.
just.
See, now I feel like I'm going to be looking for this. It's a deer.
Oh my
No.
god, and then it jumps.
Yes,
Uh-huh.
it's insane.
Yeah. It comes back out like the other side of the fire.
And so now in my brain, I'm like, oh, all my horses are little ghosty horses. I love it.
well, and
Aw.
that's kind of what I was getting at is I feel like it's silly to believe that no living being, like any
Yeah.
living being couldn't potentially come back.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I
As
think it's super
something.
cool to think about,
Oh, that's so cool.
isn't it?
Yeah.
I love it so
Whatever it
much.
All right, let me see this.
I mean,
again,
I'm never gonna burn a
because
saddle.
This is a deer.
It's okay.
It looked like a deer to me.
I never got deer from it.
Well, that's the person I know that has seen a ghost, saw the whole horse and carriage and everything.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I remember
Yeah.
you talking about that. If I saw a horse and carriage just full standing right there, I'd be like, excuse me.
Yeah. See, I feel like at that point though, like that's so cool. It wouldn't be scary.
You're not manipulating my thoughts. I think
okay.
it looks like a deer.
That's fine.
But I do see that there is some sort of four-legged galloping.
yeah, there's something running that shouldn't
Thing.
be there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you think
That-
it's a ghost deer and not a ghost
To
horse?
me, looks like a deer, but
Well,
to
either
them,
way.
could potentially be a horse or a horse with a rider.
Yeah,
Why would you burn a saddle? Though?
that's
Is
what
that
I'm
like-
stuck on too.
Well, you might need to Google that later. See if it's
Yeah.
some kind of something like if you find one, you're supposed to do that or something.
I
don't
just
know.
loved it. It does kind of give reindeer at the end there a little bit.
See,
Yeah.
it looks like a deer.
Either way, I thought it was the coolest thing in the world, and I watched it so many times back to back. Which then led me down a rabbit hole of ghost animals. I listened to the podcast
Have
Two
you
Girls,
never
One
seen
Ghost.
Pet Cemetery? Come
I mean,
on
of course I
now.
have.
I haven't.
Really? The
Yeah,
old one?
That one's too scary.
I
for
watched
me.
it when I was little, but not little, young, whatever.
I think the first time I watched Pet Cemetery, I was like 7.
that's not good. That's not great. What was the one that was our
Shout out to
generation?
Mom and
though?
Dad.
There was didn't Goosebumps have a Pet Cemetery?
Goosebumps, like the series
Mhm.
Goosebumps. Yeah,
Yeah,
had a
they had
Pet
pet- okay.
Cemetery. Yeah.
But there's
And Are You Afraid of the Dark had it too.
that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was on Two Girls, One Ghost podcast. They're great. There's a story of a dog. I think it's in South Carolina. It's one of the Carolinas. And he just lives on this like 5-mile stretch of road because his owner got murdered for murdering someone that he actually didn't murder. So it's like a whole thing. And the dog, for whatever, I guess they said that the dog mourned after his owner was murdered. And so he started like howling and whimpering all the time. So the townspeople killed him, the dog.
Mhm.
Trigger warning, animal death. Also human death. And animal death just felt harsher for some reason.
Yeah, no, that's the one we
Yeah,
all care
I
about,
know.
honestly.
And so they killed the dog because he wouldn't stop mourning the owner. And now he just like runs up and down the road. And if you stop your car, because a lot of people say they'll stop their car when they see him to like help him,
Yeah.
he just lays down in front of your car and doesn't move.
Hmm.
And you have to then decide like, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna like go around him? You're gonna back up? Like what's going on?
And then does he disappear?
I guess, yeah.
Hmm.
Which then led me to the hitchhiking ghosts, which are my favorite ghost. If I had Victorian ghosts are my favorite ghost, but I love a hitchhiking ghost story.
Mm-hmm.
And there's one in, is it Ashboro? It is Ashboro. I have it in my notes. Lydia.
Yes.
Lydia's Bridge.
Yes.
Yeah. So obviously I want to go there.
Yeah.
But she comes out and gets in your car and you drive to her mom's house and her mom's like, oh, well, she died.
yeah.
da-da-da.
Yeah. I've
Yeah.
heard that story.
Yeah.
Tons of times.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's
In
an
case y'all
Ashboro.
didn't know, Randleman's like right next
Right,
to
in Ashboro, yeah.
Yeah.
And then also speaking of, I'm so glad that you came with, I forgot your house is in Randleman because all of my stories are
Yeah.
Randolph County. There's a phantom car in Randolph County off of on 49.
Mm-hmm.
And
I know the stretch of 49 that the
Yep.
car's on.
the story is the guy had road rage. He then went to pass a car. And when he passed the car, he got hit by a truck and spun out and whatever. And supposedly that car will like get up behind you as a ghost car, phantom car,
Yeah.
and then go to pass you and disappears.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I've heard about that
That's
one
Because
too.
Because
it's
it's
a road
chills.
raging car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Mhm.
it's like
But it's from the
you're
40s.
in the car. Like who is this asshat
Yeah.
behind
Yeah.
me?
In a
And an
1940
old vintage
Ford.
car.
Yeah.
Yeah, like what's going on? And then when exactly what you said, as
Mhm.
soon as he passes you, when it gets up to the point of like where you would
I
make
wanna
the
see
eye
it.
contact
Mhm.
Yep.
to like give the mean face and
Yeah.
be
There's no
like, "What's your
driver there."
problem?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's nothing.
Yeah,
There's
that's
nothing
crazy.
there.
I want to see that. And there's also a bridge, or not a bridge, a railroad track. Can't remember if this one was in North Carolina or not, but you go and then, of course, there's science to it, but who believes in science? Whatever. That if you park on top,
Science is real.
first of all, I'm never parking on a railroad track ever. I don't care if it's
Yeah,
abandoned.
no.
I don't care. I'm
Please
not doing
don't.
it.
My,
No,
I
ever.
had an uncle that got hit by
Yeah.
a train twice.
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 Like survived
Crazy.
and then got hit again
Yeah.
and survived that too.
Yeah.
My dad got struck by lightning twice.
Your dad did?
Mhm.
See,
That
I need
checks,
to
though,
meet
doesn't it?
this man.
But
He-
that checks.
The
We are
lore.
destined to be best friends. And
Literally.
she's keeping him
I'm not.
from
I
me.
have literally never kept you from him. You just gotta come over. I'm there all the time.
Well, I'm at work all the time.
That's true. So you go and you park on the railroad track, like the little hump, to go
Uh-huh.
over,
Yeah.
and you stop your car, and little kids push your car across to save you.
Oh, I've heard one like that, not about little kids, but and it's a hill. Like it's a road
Mhm.
that's like up a hill, and if you put like powder or something
Yep.
on the back of your car,
Mhm.
and
You see
it'll at the
handprints.
end, yeah, you'll see handprints
see the
across.
hands.
where
Yeah,
it
I want
helps
to try
you.
that
Like,
too. Except I don't, because if it were real, it would freak me out.
yeah.
What was the other one that I had? Oh, Purgatory Mountain, which is in Uwharrie
Mhm.
Mountains. So I think it's Montgomery County though. This one would be. No, it's where the zoo is.
Mhm.
Purgatory Mountain is the zoo, so it's Randolph County.
Yeah.
So there were Quakers there back in the day, and there was I don't know a lot about Quakers actually. I don't know
Mhm.
why people hated them. Like
We're
I-
not talking about the oatmeal, folks.
No, we're talking about I guess it's a religion.
Yeah.
Yeah. So people hated them. I had to think about it. For whatever reason, I don't
Mhm.
know. I don't understand that as a whole. So anyway, people hated them, and they were hunting the men Quakers of what is now Ashboro. And this Quaker hunter came and took men out of the church service and like tied them all together and was like leading them to Wilmington to where they were storing them, which is a crazy concept.
Oh.
Yeah.
OG
Walking
trafficking.
them from
Yeah. It was
to-
back in the day.
oh
This is
my
like
God.
back in the day.
The fact
And
that hunting people was a
A
thing,
thing?
that's just wild.
yeah,
Oh,
because they
yeah.
don't believe in something you believe in or
Yeah.
believe whatever.
Wild.
That's
Mm.
crazy to me. So they ended up, the guy got drunk at a bar and the men overtook him and escaped, and then he came after them and they like set up a snare. Is that what it's called? Where you
Yes.
with the rope?
Yes.
So he steps in it. They hang him up by his feet, and I don't know what. It doesn't go into detail about what happened after that, but he died. Either way, I would have just left him and just ran because ew.
Well, and that would be a miserable death too.
Yeah.
You just hang upside
I mean,
down
that
until
is-
you
ew,
die.
your brain just explodes with blood. Anywho, so he dies, but now he haunts that part of the Uwharrie Mountains, which is Purgatory Mountain. And they say that you can still like hear him, or like he yells for them and blah blah blah. And because he was the man that wasn't in heaven or hell, that's why Purgatory Mountain is called Purgatory Mountain, because of that Quaker hunter.
Oh.
And that is exactly where the North Carolina Zoo is, which also has a ghost. That one of the like night shift guards or whatever saw in the 1970s. He was like there doing his thing, checking the gates and doing all the things. And he said that all of a sudden there was just this woman there dressed in like, I guess, not vintage clothing. So whatever that would have been. It didn't say a time period. But she was dressed in clothes that weren't of the time and was like, I'm supposed to be meeting someone here. And he was like, well, I'll jump in and I'll like drive you through the gate. And he said he felt super weird about it, but she got in the car or whatever he was driving around the zoo, and pulled her up to the gate, opened the gate, and there was an old car sitting out there, and she like got in it and left, and he tried to follow, and it like disappeared into some fog
Crazy.
at the zoo.
Oh,
How
wow.
wild. I bet the zoo is a cool place to be haunted though. I would haunt the zoo.
Yeah, that would be
That'd be sick.
a fun haunt.
Yeah. I would haunt the zoo for sure.
Who would you hang out with the most at the zoo, though?
So I met an elephant.
You met an elephant.
Yeah, the
Okay.
old one that lives there. I did know
Caesar.
his name. Yep, that's it.
Caesar. He
Yeah.
just turned 50,
He
y'all.
did just turn
Happy
50.
birthday, Caesar!
We got to meet him. We did a behind the scenes.
Well, thanks for the invite. Oh, was this recent?
Mm-hmm.
I heard about this from
Yeah.
you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, we did it.
Yeah.
But we're gonna go back because if you have a group, it's cheaper.
Okay, well,
And it's
I'm in.
private, so
Can
come
your
on.
dad come?
I mean, he's not gonna want to because it's in the public. But I would hang out with him. He seems cool. He's blind a little bit, so
Mhm.
I just feel like I love him and I want to be his eyes.
Yeah.
So I would ride him
Did
around.
you
I
watch
think.
the Secrets of the Zoo?
My mom did.
North
She's obsessed
Carolina
with the
edition?
zoo shows. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's really good.
Yeah.
We talk about Caesar a lot.
Well,
It's not Caesar.
it's Caesar. Yeah.
Caesar.
They all have cool names like that though, but I can't remember any of them. So yeah, I think I would hang out with him. I love the lemurs. I think they're cute.
Oh, I love lemurs.
Mm.
Yeah. Who would y'all hang out with?
Do they have otters?
Yeah. They have two.
Yeah, that's where I'd be.
They do. They have
Mm.
seals,
Mm-hmm.
river otters,
I'd be like otters and
polar bears.
foxes.
I think I would switch it day to day. Just go visit
I don't know
everyone.
who I would hang out
I
with.
feel like the
Flamingos.
puffin.
they're pretty cool.
they don't have those anymore. But
But they have
aviary-
flamingos at the
Science Center.
Science Center
Uh-huh.
now.
They are opening the aviary back up in a few years because it's completely condemned right now. And I wanted to explore. They do not let you do that.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
So yeah.
Safety first.
So anyway, ghost animals, how cool! I think my dog came back one time. My family thinks I'm bonks bananas.
Which dog?
Sig, that was
Sig.
my girl. Was my soul dog. One of them. I have a couple soul dogs, and she was my girl. She was with me through like one of the hardest times in my life, and then she got ran over right in front of my face. And I recently found the car that did it, so I now know who did it because they left. And I always had that car. Like it was a gold Chrysler 300.
Mm.
Always have it in my brain. Saul, where they live. So, anywho, you kill my dog. It was like,
I just need an address, please.
oh, I got you.
Thank you.
Yep. So they came, she passed away, and then it was brutal. It was awful. It was terrible. It was one of the worst experiences I've ever seen in my life. Then it was like 2 days later, like, you know, you have your day of like, I can't get out of the bed because I'm super depressed right now. So I had that day. And then I got up the next day and was like, snap out of it. You've had animals die before. You got to go on.
Mhm.
So got up, and it was that night. Jake was playing the guitar. And this was about before he had kids. So he would just sit around and play the guitar all the time. And it was dark in the house because I live in a dungeon. And I had one light on in the kitchen, which would have been behind where I was making this video. Because again, photographer, camera flare, I understand light and lenses. And Zen, my blind and deaf dog, started just like, you know, when they get down on their front legs and like their butts up in the air and
Yeah.
they're like wagging and
Like
playing.
playful.
Yeah, he was doing that to literally nothing. So I started making a video. I was like, this is so sad and cute at the same time. And you see like a little green orb come by, and then it just disappears after it like hangs out in front of his nose for a second, and then it goes away. And so in my head, she was coming to like say what's up.
Yeah, very well
Yeah.
could have been.
Because he played for like 10 minutes and then just laid down.
Mm.
It was really sweet. Yeah, but I have a video of it, and it was
Mm.
super cute. If I didn't have 132,000 photos in my phone, I'll pull it up, but it's not going to play.
That's okay.
Yeah.
That's okay.
But
I believe
yeah,
you.
I think she came back.
Very well could have.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That
You're not
makes
the
me
only one
happy.
in this room that watched their dog get hit by a car.
It's
too.
the worst thing in the world. Well,
Yeah,
one of them,
it's awful.
obviously. Oh, it was
awful.
terrible. Oh, it was awful. She like ran to me. Oh, it was the whole thing. A whole thing. Anywhoozle.
Well, there was no running for mine, but
See, I almost think
The-
that's better.
the most memorable thing about that night was the guy who hit the dog's name was Murphy.
Oh.
My last name
Yeah,
is
that
Murphy,
is your last
guys.
name. Did you name it after yourself?
No, my dad named this dog.
Oh, before you were Murphy?
Well, my dad is Murphy.
Your dad's a Murphy. I forget.
Yeah, I didn't change
You
my
didn't
name.
change your
dude.
name. Yeah,
No.
I did know that.
You did.
I
It's
was like,
okay.
that's such
Forgive
a
her.
like
Forgive her.
What do you call it, like an intuition thing? But that's not.
Yeah, no.
I was like, he set you up.
No, but the guy that hit him was driving a Cadillac, and here's this like 14-year-old crying over their dog that you just ran over with your car, and he's yelling at my dad in front of me
Are you
about
kidding?
his headlight.
I would have
that
stabbed him. I would have
Mm-mm.
literally stabbed him.
That was the. it was bad enough.
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
the dog
And you're
was
causing a
gone,
whole scene.
and he's like screaming at us.
Yeah,
that's
about
a piece
you're
of
going to fix
dude.
my
Oh,
car.
I
you're gonna
hate
fix
him.
my car.
No, I'm not
And-
gonna fix your car.
yeah.
And he sent a sheriff to the house with a claim, and
Are
we
you
had to. Yep.
Actually joking me?
Because the leash law and the dog was loose, but we had this like giant dog
I am
lot behind our
dumbfounded
house
right now.
that was amazing. It was like a whole
Yeah.
acre.
Mhm.
Part
yeah.
of it went through the woods. The dogs can run all down the woods, but we had to fix
Yeah.
part of it because we had some storms. So Dad had him on a chain for very temporary.
Yeah.
And when we went up and looked, somebody let that dog off that chain. Because, if he would have been pulling and it would
Right.
have broken something, it'd be
You
stretched
could
out and
see
straight,
it.
right?
It'd be
Yeah.
very
It was like
obvious.
a coiled pile, perfect.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with the collar.
Oh, they
nothing
probably
wrong
thought
with the
y'all were bad
clasp,
dog owners, even though you
and
weren't.
let the dog off.
Oh my
and
god.
Then he got run over.
Then I ran over by a car.
Mine just, my parents live across the road. And so her sister lived across the road.
Mhm.
So they would visit. But my dogs are very road safe. Like literally,
They
they'll
look
stop
both
and
ways.
look both ways. And then they cross straight instead of running down the road.
Mm-hmm.
And for some reason, she was like running on the shoulder of the road. And the car came and hit her from the back.
Mm.
Which
Yeah.
is crazy because there's always dogs on your
Yes,
road.
yeah.
Always.
And
People
everyone
should
knows
know
that.
Yeah.
Everyone knows that. And not like my dog, the neighbor's dogs.
Yeah,
Everyone
there's
has dogs.
yeah, always.
And and I saw it happen because I like had called her and I was like, come back. Like, you're not going over there right now. Because I was about to put her up because we were leaving. And that's when it happened.
The one time he
It's
almost
awful.
got hit by a car, I ran with him.
Oh,
If they
my
were
God.
hitting him, they were
They were
taking me
hitting you.
too.
Yeah. Oh, I feel
and luckily it missed both of
Yeah,
us.
I
but
feel that. Oh, it's awful.
I was right there with
But-
you, dude.
A lot. Oh,
You
and
got your back, dude.
Yeah.
I saw that cats are the most haunting animals.
Oh,
Oh, I so believe that.
They come
Mm.
back to haunt the most. And apparently, and I couldn't, this was on the podcast I listened to, I couldn't figure it out Googling it, but different breeds of cats mean different things when they come back to haunt you. So there's that. But anyway, to get us off of this sadness, I have a snack for you guys.
Oh, Lord.
I'm scared.
You should be.
I should
Is this
be. I
another
don't
one of your
know.
like creepy Amazon snacks?
No, I
or-
made this on my 2 hands.
I've eaten some strange things in my life, y'all.
Well, it's a sandwich.
It's a sandwich?
Yeah, and Jet helped me make it. Supposedly, according to Pinterest, this is the next best thing in the sandwich world.
Okay.
To what?
Do you want me to tell you what it is, or you just want to eat it?
I feel like I have to know because if I
Okay.
don't, my brain won't be able to comprehend what
It's
I'm eating.
peanut butter and dill pickles.
Oh. Okay.
I mean, it's gross.
Yeah.
I don't know though. It might
Next
be
best
good.
thing to what?
Just the next best thing. It's the next best snack.
Okay.
Dill
Yeah.
pickles and peanut butter?
Yeah.
This is one I've not experienced, I don't think.
Yeah.
Never mind. Take your poison. I cut them.
Okay, I'm going this one. This one.
You pass one to Law also.
Oh.
Oh, she might come get up.
She's like, Laura, don't touch my food with your filthy hands. Oh, man. You stacked this with some pickles.
I want to get the full effect.
You did
All
not
right.
go light on these pickles.
Okay, cheers, guys.
All right,
gosh,
cheers.
Next best thing.
That's not bad.
I actually kind of love this.
I don't think you can ever have anything bad with pickles. Like I've mixed
Oh,
pickles with a lot of things.
Were you here last week?
Can I tell your...
that was different. That was fake artificial Amazon candy.
We'll talk about it later.
Yeah, I mean, I'm the wrong person to hand pickles to in this room.
I love a
if you
pickle.
want me to
Yeah.
not
I
like
love a
something
pickle.
with pickles on
Yeah.
it. Because I'm going
I'm
to tell your
destined-
wonderful listeners now about my 5 separate tattoos of pickles. I love
you have
pickles.
5 pickle tattoos?
Yeah.
I love that for you.
I have a full, like, dill.
Mhm.
I have a spear. I have several chips.
This is
I'm
amazing.
kind of a big deal. This is good.
This is good.
Yeah.
I like this snack.
Yeah, I don't think I could eat a whole sandwich of it, but this little corner is actually really good.
Let me tell y'all, Meg texted me before I came over here and was like, do you have any food allergies? I'm like, no.
You always have to be worried when she asks
Which
that
is-
question.
Yeah.
Which is funny because I almost responded to you again and said I can have all the peanuts. Because 99% of the
Yeah,
time,
that's what I was worried
people
about.
are asking
Uh-huh.
about is if you can have peanuts.
I was worried about that, and Jex just learned that people have allergies to food because a kid in her class can't eat peanuts.
Mm-hmm.
And so she's like, Mom, when we have snack week, you can't bring peanut butter. I was like, okay, girl, I got you.
I feel like Colin has to eat.
Oh, yeah, we make him taste our snacks.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This is good.
It's not
Yeah,
bad.
it's really
No.
not bad at all.
Yeah.
Peanut butter and pickles.
It's
That's
actually-
what I'm saying. You
it's
can
a
put
savory
pickles with
sweet.
anything. Also, I saw you tried the Oreo Coke. How was it?
I see you begging and you
Okay.
look real cute.
I
So
know, isn't he
here
cute?
is my, what do you call it?
Aww.
Your take
Your-
on the Oreo.
My hot take on the Oreo Coke. If you were to take a blender and put water and Oreos in it and then drink it, That's what it.
So not good.
Little soda water in there. It's weird because at first it just tastes like Coke. Like first initial sip, you're like, that's a good Coke Zero, because it is zero.
Yeah.
And then that aftertaste hits, and it's like you just ate a whole sleeve of Oreos.
Huh.
Washed down with a
I
Coke,
don't care. Yeah.
which is fine because Coke and Oreos are good separate. Now, what I would do with it is put it as
The
a
dog
float.
is cute. There's a dog here, just so y'all know.
Oh yeah, he's a
For our
he's
audio
our,
listeners.
I'm
mascot.
not just randomly being like, oh, you're so cute for no
Talking to
reason.
the ghost in the corner.
He's our mascot. If you use the Oreo Coke in a float, I think that's where it's at. But
Okay.
just as a drink, it's very, very sweet,
Interesting.
even though it's zero
then I
sugar.
would love it.
Oh, then you might love it, but it was like just drinking just an Oreo pack and water.
So you got the Oreo in there. You could taste the Oreo.
Yeah, like your second sip, that's all you taste is Oreo.
Yeah.
So you might like it. I personally still have it in my refrigerator.
Yeah.
Anyway, any more ghost stories?
Ghost story. Like,
La?
do you have any?
No.
You don't have any, do you?
I have UFO stories, and I have more. I
That's
mean,
a deep dive.
yeah, because
My dad thinks he saw a UFO.
because he did, because it's real.
Him and Roger, our shop foreman, he also saw whatever it is they saw, and it was like these twinkly lights,
Mm-hmm.
and then they just disappeared.
Well,
I want to go to what's the lake that has all the? Is it Salt Lake? Salt Lake? No,
I just breathed so hard.
Lake
into this, I'm
Powell.
so sorry.
I want to go to Lake Powell.
What's that? What
because-
does it do?
Oh, it's like super alien
mm,
port.
Oh, I have no idea. See,
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah.
into
Hot
the
spot.
alien world.
Yeah, alien
yeah,
hotspot.
it's like another Roswell.
Yeah.
What's that?
Roswell, New Mexico. Never heard of Roswell?
No. What are the two?
She's
What's the couple that got abducted? That's super famous.
I don't know.
Yeah, you do.
No,
Yeah, you do.
not off the top of my head.
No, but you know.
Meg's making this up.
No,
She's
they've been
a
on
liar.
every one of my true crime podcasts ever because
I'm
they
not
got
sure. I
abducted.
know who you're talking about though. but I
Yeah,
can't
they're
remember their
famous. It's
names
like
off the top
Fred
of
and
my
somebody.
head. Yeah.
It's like super common names, and I for some reason I want to say like Fred and Betty or something like that.
We're gonna say it's Susan.
No, it wasn't an
Ben
S. I'm
Susan.
pretty sure. Either way, they got abducted, and it's like a whole thing.
Well, they very well could have.
I think
But the craziest UFO was kind of similar to your dad, where it looked
The
like
glittery-
glittery
Yeah.
lights. And, we kept staring at them because they would just shoot across the sky, like so
Yeah, that's
fast.
wild.
That's
and I was like,
insane
okay,
to
that's
me.
not a drone and it's not a plane.
Mm-hmm.
So, you get out your trusty dusty cell phone.
the Google.
No, your
Oh.
cell phone cam, man.
Oh, you took a picture
And
of
I
it.
put it in there and zoomed in on it.
Uh-huh.
You could see it spinning.
Gross.
Oh,
It was
that's
spinning.
crazy.
You could see
I
the
don't like
light
that.
spinning. And and the air got kind of weird.
No.
And I was like, we're about to get beamed, yo. And
Do you want to get beamed?
No, because don't aliens like probe you?
Yeah.
You know what? They said they're not into that anymore.
Oh, good.
They've probed enough.
Okay, good.
Our anuses haven't changed much in a thousand
yeah, they're like,
years.
What do they do
Been
to
there,
you
seen that.
now?
Hmm.
What do they do to you now?
I mean, everybody that I've ever heard an abduction story about is like an older story. It's like old.
Oh,
I
they don't do
They're-
it anymore.
they're
They're
bored
probably
with
over
us.
us. They're like,
Yeah.
they're idiots.
Yeah, we're probably a joke.
Yeah.
Like, they're probably pointing and laughing. That's
Oh,
why
yeah.
they come and visit so they could get some
It's their
entertainment.
entertainment. Well, they both said they saw it, but it was like very fast and like before the phone could come, like it was gone.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
so-
it was crazy, and it hovered. It was this weird hovering.
Yeah.
Like
That's what they
nothing
said. It
you'd
didn't make
ever-
sense.
You'd never seen it before,
Yeah.
and it didn't make sense.
That's
And
crazy.
in my brain again, I'm trying. Oh, it's a drone. Oh, it's this.
Yeah.
Oh, it's that. And I mean, my husband was there. My mother-in-law was there, and we were in Bristol, Virginia.
Mm-hmm.
And
Excuse me?
Virginia.
What does that mean?
Bristol, Virginia, you can walk down Main Street, and one side's Tennessee and one side's
Oh.
Virginia.
I was like,
So
are
it's
you having a
Virginia-C.
stroke right now? What is going
Maybe.
on?
Do you know
What is
CPR,
going-
my dear?
I
Would you
don't.
touch
Coco
me
does.
to?
I would try, but we have someone trained here, so
Alright,
I would
well,
just go
kid-
that resort.
No.
We just ate peanut butter and pickles.
I think I'm alive. I've never felt more alive after that.
But
It's
I feel like
delicious.
our CPR would taste bad.
Yeah, but
Sorry,
you already
Colin.
tasted it anyways. It's
Yeah, I
already
guess
in
it
your-
doesn't
you know.
matter. But
Yeah,
I would
it's in
save
my
you.
mouth too.
I would try
though.
to save you.
That sounded wrong. Sorry.
I would try to save you though.
Now, if Colin came in here and tried to give one of us CPR,
Yeah,
he
he'd be like,
might
"What the
be like,
fuck?
"What is
y'all
this?"
gonna eat?
And then
I'm
afterward, I'll
pretty
be like,
sure
here,
during-
we have one for you
I'm
too.
pretty sure during CPR, you don't like put your tongue in there. Not supposed to.
You might have to.
Get out of the way.
Reaction.
You might have to. Who knows? Who
But
Oh, peanut butter.
back on topic now. So we're in Bristol.
knows?
We were there for the Rhythm and Roots Festival,
Fun.
and I'll never forget it because it was the crappiest weekend ever. The
Oh.
festival was great, but my dog died while we were out of town.
Oh my
Oh,
God! What is with all the
horrible.
dog death?
That's when Tupac
Jeez.
passed away.
No way.
Tupac passed away while we were in Nashville, Tennessee, on the
Mm.
way to Bristol, Virginia,
Mhm.
Crazy.
and got a phone call,
I
and
hate that.
he passed in his
Yeah.
sleep.
No. Mm.
So, unsad this now.
Thank you.
But yeah, we were all sitting out back, and they had a fire pit. We had a fire going. We were having a good time, and then all of a sudden, looked up, and there was 3 of them.
Oh
There's
God.
3 of them in the sky,
Mm-mm.
and we're like, "Those are aliens. That is an alien. There is no way that's not a UFO."
I feel like I'm having a memory of seeing a UFO.
Mm-hmm. And like I said, again, it's one of those things where you haven't physically ever seen it with your
Right.
own
So you don't
eyes.
know what we're looking at.
So you don't know what you're looking at.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you've ever watched anything about space and how huge it is and how tiny,
Yeah.
we're like a grain of sand on the
Mhm.
beach, and that's Earth. Which,
Gross.
when we're seeing things in this Earth, just seem massive to us because
Mhm.
we're these little tiny beings. We're a blip on the radar. So it's
I
just
don't
kind of
like being
silly
tiny.
to think that in this vast universe
There's
we're
not
the
more.
only
Oh, I
things
agree.
Oh,
that
yeah.
are intelligent
Yeah.
beings, you know.
I agree.
So,
I
and that's why
just-
my argument of there could be a whole Earth like the same
Was
stuff,
it
Mhm.
Kyle
but
XY an
they're
alien?
alien to us.
Mm-hmm.
Was Kyle XY an alien?
He didn't,
He
have,
didn't
a belly button. No.
Yes, he was an alien.
Oh, I'm gonna start making people lift their shirts up. If I
had-
feel like they're giving a weird vibe, can I see your stomach, please?
I met someone who
And they're
didn't
gonna be
have
like,
a
now
belly
you're
button.
giving a weird vibe.
I
Well, then
tattooed
they'll leave.
someone that didn't have a belly button.
What are you
Me and Colin
talking
went to school
about?
with someone who didn't have a belly button.
How do you
yeah,
not have a
because
belly
Colin
button?
was just telling me about the
Yeah.
person without a belly
How
button.
do you not have a belly button? Where did
I
it
don't
go?
know. I don't know.
I
Did
think
you
they
ask
just
him?
can like close up kind of over as
That
you,
seems
for
weird.
some
I
people.
don't know. I think it's a rarity.
It was a
Google
fad.
that later, man.
It was a
Yeah.
fad that women were getting theirs covered up back in the early aughts.
I feel like I just
piercing a
Oh.
made belly button is super weird.
What's a
May-
made belly button?
So if you get a tummy tuck, they
They
make
make
you
your
a belly
belly
button because they usually cut your existing belly button off.
Mm-mm.
But you know it. Imagine looking at a torso without a belly button.
I don't want to.
It's
Yeah.
like looking at a
Weird.
torso with no nipples.
It makes it
It's
look
just-
longer.
yeah.
It makes it look weird, but at the same time, you're kind of like, why do dudes need those?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have them because they develop in utero before your genitalia. Just saying.
Huh.
Never knew that.
Yeah, that's why men and women both have nipples.
So nipples come first.
Fact
huh?
check me, y'all.
Nipples come first.
They do. They come before the downstairs
I do-
mixer comes.
Fun. I do feel like if I saw a dude without nipples, I'd be like, something's missing, but it wouldn't dawn on me that it was nipples.
Not right away, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it would probably be the same thing with the belly button. If you saw a torso with no belly button, you'd be like, something's off about this, but I don't know
I
what.
would
it
be
is.
Or like a
like-
face with no eyebrows.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Well, we
Y'all-
can circle back real quick at the end of this episode just to remind all you guys to support their hurricane effort.
Yes, please
Yeah,
do.
the-
Anywhere you can donate stuff, please donate
Yeah,
stuff.
police departments, fire departments, and
Yeah.
stuff.
I
They're
know
all
a lot of-
churches.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Walmarts have a lot of
Mhm.
trucking companies setting up in their parking lots to fill up
Yep.
trailers.
Mhm.
So
Oh, yeah.
places like that.
Yep.
So yeah,
And
that's a
there's
good point.
efforts for North Carolina, South Carolina,
Yeah,
Tennessee,
every affected
Florida.
area. Mhm.
I mean, it's you
It's
know
bad.
we got it pretty hard here at home,
Yeah.
but we can't forget about everybody else.
No,
out there
absolutely
suffering.
not. So yeah, that is a good
And hug
note
your
to end on.
babies and be appreciative of what you got.
Yeah, and
because in a
don't
blink of an eye, it can be gone.
Complain about nonsense, because Lord help me.
Yeah.
Don't even get me started on the chick mad about her refund.
Yeah.
Because her vacation got ruined.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
I'll show you the video.
Yeah.
You're gonna get mad. Okay, on that
Well,
note.
I'm a huge person with like I validate people because a lot
No,
of
this is
people.
not validating.
Well, and she's not.
No,
but
later.
a lot of people talk to me about things, and y'all know I have Crohn's disease and
Yeah.
some other health issues and
Mhm.
things. So a lot of times I don't feel well, but you never know it.
Mhm.
Right.
I'm here. I'm living my life. I'm not going to let it,
Yeah.
hold me back. But a lot of times people complain about things, and they'll be like, "Oh, I shouldn't say that in front of you." And I'm like, "Dude, you're validated to feel how you feel.
Yeah.
Don't compare
No.
your struggle with anybody else's
Yeah.
struggle."
Right.
But I feel like there's definitely situations where, like, okay, you're valid to feel that way, but you got to get over that.
Yeah, and also
Yeah.
don't post it on the internet because now you look like an idiot.
No.
Oh,
'cause
yeah.
now
Oh, she looks
you're-
so dumb.
You're getting what's the word? What are those people? Those aren't Karens. They're
Pygmies.
yeah.
Oh, well, she need to pick a new hobby and it needs to not be TikTok because let me tell you something. It pissed me off. I about made a video. My roots were too bad, so I couldn't. I was gonna.
That's
stitch
why
it.
you wear hats, girl.
I know. I was gonna. I didn't have the energy to.
Yeah.
But anyway, so don't be that person. Just be a good person.
Have
That's all I'm gonna
love
say.
and light and
Yep.
keep it
Be-
unhinged.
Be
Later. Be what? Go.
be kind.
There you
Okay.
go.
Yeah.
All right.
And unhinged.
And unhinged. Later.
Later.